Alrighty, what's going on, everybody? It is TK and Mike. We are back here again for the finals of Mox Masters July. This pod, Mike, what word would you use to describe this pod? I
Th-
got a ton of vocabulary that I could use, but I'm
there's
curious to see what you would say.
there's only one word. There's only one word, and the word is spicy. Of course, the word is
Mm.
spicy. We've got in the first seat Gila. Not so spicy, but like deck's still sweet. Dargo Thrasios in second seat here. This deck keeps doing well. It keeps being in our top four, top 16s. This deck always shows up. Third seat. This is the real spice. Nimrus, Unis Trickster, Blue Black Control. Did you guys know Control was still good in cedh? Here it is, top four. This deck's crazy. In fourth seat, we've got the deck that just won't quit. Just like Darker Thrasius, this deck keeps showing up in our top fours, our top 16s, keeps doing well in our tournaments. It's crazy. I still have no idea how this deck works. I don't know what's going on, but this deck is Time Luminous Enigma. It does some crazy combos with some crazy cards. You know the name of this deck? No good cards. Time. This deck's called. It is a pile of random creatures, but it just keeps on doing well. You
It
know,
does the thing.
I think it's now this deck plays a lot. It plays a decent amount of stacks pieces that don't exactly affect it. But it's got some like Arcana of Myriad, stuff like that, like Rule of Law effects. Uh, Unfortunately, it is in fourth seed again, so stacks is a little bit of a struggle here. Keep being in fourth seed, but I
Yeah, 100%.
I think this game is either going to go really long or it's going to end on like turn two, because the top half of this table is fast and the bottom half is slow.
Yeah,
So
yeah, you've got
yeah.
two sides of the coin here. You've got an immovable object versus just stacks. I guess it's insane. Yeah.
Yeah. What we're really hoping for here, if the fans of stacks here, the fans of control, we're hoping these two decks can feed off each other in a way that can really slow this game down. I think if you're a fan of, like the way that people view cedh is that it's fast. So it's really
Yeah.
fast. So if you're a fan of fast, I I have a feeling this game's going to be fast. But you know, if these decks are able to feed off each other, slow this game down a little bit, maybe we got some early interaction from Nimrus to stop the, maybe the Turbine Soarings, stuff like that, into like I don't know, Mana Crypt, Arcana Myria.
Yeah.
That might be what we need for this game to go slow. But the power of Nagila and the power of Darker Thrasios, actually both these decks, is that not only can they go fast, they also perform very well in longer games because Nadila can just keep applying pressure, drawing cards through all of its, it plays all the colors, plays all the best cards, and Darker Thrasios just Thrasios just draws cards, right? We're on cards like
Yeah.
training grounds. It's
Yeah.
just there because Thrasios can draw you a bunch of cards and keep you in the game. So I think this is gonna be tough for our control player and our stacks player, but I want to see some spice today. I want to see some really sweet, huge stacks, crazy long, grindy, just an awesome game. That's what I want to see. You know,
Yeah. 100%. I think with both of the faster players being a turn like seat one and seat two, you're definitely going to see something of. I think those early turns, like turn one, is going to be so important because if they don't get that start and let Nimrus and Tayam do what they've been doing this entire tournament, you could be seeing a very different game from what you know somebody at that speed is probably expecting.
yeah, for the fans of the slow decks, it's tough. It is tough. This turn order is not your friend,
Yeah,
but you know, crazier things have happened.
indeed. Okay, seems like we are still resolving mulligans here.
Yeah, and that is for sure. We are, you know, we're about 12 hours in. It's been a long day, especially, once you start making these top seats. It's been a long day. The mental, you gotta have a lot of mental toughness here. Uh, it is a grind. It is a grind, but we do it because one day tournaments are awesome. You don't have to come back the next day, and
Yeah,
huge shout out to our players for staying strong and for making it this far. Man, long day.
yeah, 100%. They have proven themselves time and time again, and it definitely shows. These games have been amazing all day, and I cannot express how hype I am for this pod. Like, legitimately, as someone who enjoys watching Magic, this is gonna be a fun one.
Yeah, it's awesome. I mean, it's really cool to see these. It's not the format's not all just like Tim McGraw. It's not all Nachila and Roxai. Like Dark Earth consistently shows that it is a very powerful deck. And same with Time. I will never understand it. I will continue to question its existence, but it will continue to prove me wrong every single time. This deck just keeps
100%.
showing up. Man, there's Young Wolf. Did you know that's a cedh purple card? Because it is. It is. That's what they say. That's what they say. I
Yawgmoth combo would say that
yeah.
they've known for a very long time.
Oh yeah. I know that. Yeah, that deck it's a similar idea.
All right, I think we're
It's
getting started here.
oh, here we go. Command tower.
Yep, command
Command tower
tower
pass.
return.
That's what you want to see. That's what you want to see.
Yeah,
Think we got a vamp tutor, maybe an enlightened tutor. Scalding Tarn.
yep.
Jeweled Lotus. Yep. What we
And a
have come to expect
pass.
from Dargo Thrasios. Ooh, is that a pass?
Yeah, that's a
Okay.
pass.
Okay. That's the fairest one I've ever seen
Huh.
from the deck. And we've got yep, Verdant Catacombs. Into something. It must be a watery grave,
Looks,
right?
yeah, looks like Underground Seed.
Underground Sea. Oh, yep. You're right.
Yeah, okay, and pass after the fetch.
This is just fetch pass. This is the first I think I've ever seen one of our finals.
Yeah, fair magic.
This is like yeah. I mean, if you're Tyam or if you're Nimrus, this is exactly what you wanted to see. Now Tyam, I'm hoping for something crazy. Let's see some like Mana Crypts. I called it. I called a Mana Crypt Archon. See if it happens.
Yeah.
I want to see it. I need to see it. Show me that turn one Archon. The stacks player in me is just begging for it. You know who we haven't seen in the finals in a hot minute? Winota.
Yeah, yeah. Might have to be a discussion on the meta right there about what's going on with Winota.
Yeah, I haven't seen a Winota deck like in a while in on our top 16. That deck, I think we need to bring it back.
Oh yeah, 100%. Full stacks
It's time.
pod,
Yeah.
Mox Masters, August.
Yeah, it's like I don't know if you've seen like the EDH top 16. The deck has like a 7% conversion rate or something. Like it is abysmal.
Oh man, yeah, no, I wonder what that is. You
Uh
think just people are maybe like better prepared for it because it's such a well-known deck and like what people are going for?
they yeah, I think that's part of it. People started playing cards like Dress Down and Stifle. What is this? What is this Stifle? A
What's
fetch? They just stifle the fetch? They just stifle the fetch. The Darker player. If there's something that
whoa?
if I'm the Darker player, I would be tilted through the stratosphere right now. They just stifled the fetch in cedh. That is, I mean, that's real Giga Chat energy if I've ever seen it. That's insane. You just gonna look at
I
that.
mean, I guess this is. I mean, it's a strategy.
This
Just stop them out of the gate. Just
it is
no.
it is because if you're playing around a stifle, you're just gonna fetch on main phase, right? Like the turn order
Yeah,
was in a way that he could have just like fetched and it would have been fine.
yeah.
Here's okay. Here's looks like the turn two
Najila.
Najila. What is the land that lets them cast that? Is that an ancient tomb or
Yeah.
something? City traders maybe?
I think it is an ancient term.
They didn't pay the life of
But
its ancient tomb.
yeah.
Chromox pitching Pact of Negation for a Dargo Thracios player. I can't. I'm still in disbelief here.
Basic
Like there's a
forest.
basic forest. It's City of Traders.
Oh,
Okay,
city of
we have a correction
traders.
here. Here's a Thracios.
Mhm.
Yeah, there's nothing. Oh, stifling fetch just really. Yeah,
It's insane. Yeah.
that's insane. I love it. You're trying to make the game go long. That's how you make the game go long. You slow down the Darker Thrashers player on
Yeah.
turn one.
Absolutely. Yeah. So I'm not mad at it at all. You
No,
gotta stop them
that's
right out of the
beautiful.
gate.
They probably did just stop the win. Okay, we've got what is this? This is a Bloodstained Mire, I
Bloodstained
think.
Mire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what does our time player have in store here? Can we get a turn two Archon? I'm dying for some stacks over here. Show me some stacks. This deck plays Night of the Reliquary. That's sweet. Okay, so we're thinking a little bit. Like they're just
Yeah.
like boldly gonna fetch into the blue black player holding up Shadow of Doubt.
Yeah.
That is
Oh man.
I think that's one of those moments where like for every CDH game that Freedom Waffle probably ever plays, he's gonna like stop and think on turn one. Like, do I need to fetch here? Should I play
Yeah.
around a stifle?
Am I gonna get stifled here? Is that
That's just yeah, because because
yeah.
you're like did I mess up by not playing around stifle? I don't think you did. I
No,
don't
no,
think
I
you
don't
did.
think the average CDH player is not thinking about stifle
No,
on
no
a
one is.
fetch. Absolutely not. So yeah,
No.
I don't fault him at all for not playing around it. However, from now on, and anybody
Yes.
watching at home,
Just-
stifle will hit your fetch.
yeah, he's gonna be having nightmares about that later.
Absolutely.
Okay, so it looks like a Overgrown Tomb, I believe. So Bayou, Overgrown
Yeah.
Tomb. We got 3 mana. We're so far fair and balanced. Very fair magic here. Yeah. Okay. No, we need something crazy here from the time player here.
Yeah. Taking time, thinking it out.
No. At least take advantage of that mana dork and play something for 3.
Yeah.
It's like
Tapping two.
okay. Tanking here a little. Oh my god, chat.
Yeah, yeah. Taking time for the decision.
What are we looking
Scrap
at?
Gorger.
Oh, yeah. Armored Scrap
Ooh.
Gorger. Yeah, let's put that one up on the screen because this is a card that
Yeah.
you probably haven't seen unless you've played limited All Will Be One. This was I believe a playable card in that format.
Yeah.
Um,
You've got audible players going, what? Yeah.
yeah, yeah. I gotta. Yep. As they always say, eat, sort, eat, sort, eat. That's what I always say. Yeah. It's exactly. It's yep.
Yeah.
Mana Dork taps exiles cards from graveyards and puts oil counters on it. They just cast so Simoch and a mana drain from the Nimrus player. That actually I guess that's fair. Although if the Freedom Waffle player if he untaps and maybe cast Dargo. It was a trading center. It was a very fast
Yeah.
trading center. He's probably feeling safe. At least I would, seeing as the Nimrus player just tapped out for mana drain.
Yeah.
Maybe just a
So
pass.
yeah, mana drain on 3. You're in Demir. That looks like an Adnaz.
No, no, no. I don't think we're going for an Adnaz. I think this is a Nimrus because 5 mana, right? That's what I would imagine. Like you want to mana drain that. Imp Recruiter. Yeah.
Recruiter.
Any guesses as to what we're finding with Imp Recruiter?
Imp Recruiter. There are some Imp Recruiter win lines here. You can do
Oh,
let's see.
I was being facetious. It's definitely Dockside.
I mean Dockside for
It's
sure.
always
You could also
Dockside.
do you could also do Spellseeker
Yeah, I guess
as
that's true. I guess
well.
that's true. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you're just joining us, if you haven't, maybe seen the semifinals or any other games of cedh in the past, let's see, 3-ish years, 4 years, 5 years, I don't know. Dockside's a busted magic card. Pretty good card, and it has been in play a lot today. And the decks that have been playing
Yeah.
Dockside have been winning, or at least presenting wins. And here we
Ooh,
see
fresh
a
metamorph.
Phyrexian Metamorph. I have been proven
Yeah, it was
wrong.
option C.
Yeah, that's not what I would have guessed. So what do we think?
Yeah.
Maybe there's already a Dockside in hand.
Yeah. Uh
Maybe
Dockside in hand, or maybe they have another tutor for Dockside, and there's not enough of a count.
that's true. That's
I
true.
don't know. Yeah.
And main phase. Oh wow, main phase Nimrus and Aspire of Industry, which taps for colors at the moment.
Yeah.
So that is very unfortunate land. And so it looks
Yeah.
like the Nimrus player kept a hand with turn 1 Stifle, turn 2 Mana Drain, turn
Yeah.
3
Trying to make
Nimrus.
sure
That
to
is
stop the
slow.
faster players. Yeah.
Yeah, they might have saved the game. They might have saved the game. Time also off to a very slow start with Mana Dork into Mana Dork.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So let's see what we've got here from our Time player. Hopefully setting up with 5 mana. Into something big. I would
Yeah.
like to see a single stacks piece in play today from any deck. Other than Dren's
Guy's
Magistrate, that one doesn't
Cradle.
count. Okay, Guy's Cradle. That's a lot of mana.
Yeah. Yep.
Where are we going with Guy's Cradle?
Let's see. Bang two. Devoted Dread.
Devoted
Okay.
Druid. Yeah, does this deck? I assume this deck. I don't know if it plays
Swift
yeah, Swift.
reconfig.
It does not.
Okay.
So Devoted Druid, there's some kind of combo with it in the graveyard. I
Yeah.
think I'm gonna be honest. I'm not very familiar with Tiam.
Yeah.
I just know that it wins games. There's
The
definitely a combo with
Thrasios.
Devoted Druid.
Yeah, the Thrasios Bruce player in me saw Devoted Druid and got excited, and then I was like, "Wait, where does that go?"
Yeah.
Nowhere. So,
Okay. Okay. Got it. This is a real deck that plays Centaur Garden. Okay. I like that. I like that. Any combos with this
is that
Devoted Druid?
a
Manglehorn. That's
Manglehorn?
actually huge. So what are we targeting with Manglehorn? Maybe Jewel Lotus or Chrome Mox?
Jewel Lotus would be
Popping
my pick.
popping Jewel Lotus would feel pretty disgusting here.
Yeah.
Manglehorn is Manglehorn combos with mangling opponent's horns. Yeah, it really does. It really does. And yeah, mangling their Jewel Lotuses. It also combos with your opponent's playing Toxic Extortionist. Kind of.
Yeah.
Feels pretty good.
Yeah. No, that's
And
pretty
they're
good
holding up.
plan.
Yeah, they've got 2 mana available still, 3 in hand.
Yeah,
Makes me wonder
Manifold.
if they have any interaction here.
Uh,
Yeah, Mana Vault. Pre-combat Mana Vault. Something's coming. Grim Hireling. No? What's happening? Oh! They played Mana Vault into a Manglehorn. Oh, that hurts. Oh, that hurts.
unfortunate.
Yup.
Unfortunate. Oh man.
Oh, I've done that before.
Yeah.
I had a game where I kept a hand with like, you got Mana Vault, Smothering Tithe, and my opponent played Tournament Blood Obedience. I'm like, okay,
Oh well.
yeah, that's brutal. And they realize their mistake instantly, and it's just pain.
Yeah.
Yup. Oh, Manglehorn.
It happens. It happens.
Yep. And Spire Garden from Dark Thresios. And it goes in the tank. Tank in, maybe thinking Master Thresios. Dockside not looking great.
Yeah.
Looking pretty
Yeah.
abysmal. One treasure.
Yeah. Tyam is in
Uh
a very great position here. You've got the
yeah,
Deserter Druid with the
time.
Gaia's Cradle already here.
Absolutely. This is the exact game plan that Time wants to see. And
Yeah.
Nimrus. Though Nimrus kept a really slow hand, glacially slow.
Yeah. I think Tyam is definitely feeding off of Nimrus being able to kind of stifle and stop, literally and
Yeah.
metaphorically stifle the top two players here.
Yeah.
So Tyam is now kind of playing.
Urza's Saga into Toxic Deluge. You thought this game was good for Time? Well, yeah. If no one has interaction here, like this is insane. The guy's crow gets shut off. The board is gone. Makelhorn's gone. If this resolves, this is brutal, but very good
Yeah.
for Nimrus. Yeah, Deluge is massive.
Okay. So
Interaction. Activate
Tyam's
Thrasios in response. What do we
passing.
got? Let's take an activation of Thrasios. Nope. They almost touched the card. They're thinking about it. They're doing it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Yep, we are activating Thrasios. We are putting it on the bottom, revealing LED
Yeah.
to
Not gonna
hand.
help in this situation, but it is an end.
Well, Manglehorn being gone is great. Thrasios being gone doesn't really matter. So actually,
No.
the Deluge is not bad for Freedom Waffle. Not too bad. You lose
Yeah.
Thrasios, but I think it's okay. Put LED in hand. Manglehorn is that. Yeah, that's big. So we're putting a counter on the. Okay. Oh, exile that card from graveyard. Okay, they're tapping the Ultra or Florix Kid thing to exile card from graveyard.
Yeah.
And there goes the board. Tyam with 3 in
Wow.
hand. This is brutal. That was a very good deluge. That was very timely.
Uh,
So that might
Already a very
be.
dynamic game. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that might be maybe the reason they kept the hand. I could definitely see that.
Yeah.
Yeah, are we
Definitely keep
on?
it and send everybody back and develop your board
Yeah.
plan from there.
Now this Mandival's just gonna exist and shoot the digital player for one for the rest of time.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, that's painful because then the Mandival actually would be good here if they had held on to it to recast the Nagila next
Yeah.
turn. I mean it happens. Happens to the best of us, that's for sure.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Godless Shrine. Shocking in. Okay, so they have another land. Not the worst thing to happen. 3 mana. Show me Touch the Spirit Realm targeting Nimrus. I don't think we're gonna see that. Tarkhan of Emiria, they had it! They had it!
Oh man.
They're like revealing it, and are they passing? Are they just not casting
I
it?
think they're politicking because Archon of Emiria is really hard on the top two players here.
It is,
And
and it's really
so
good for Nimrus. The
exactly.
Nimrus deck would love Archon.
So yeah, politicking to make yeah. Yeah.
This is it's definitely tough. One of the tough things about playing stacks is that sometimes you do feed the control players. Big because control a lot of times loves stacks unless you're able to like stop their value engine. Like if you stop their Thrasios or
Yeah.
Nimrus first with like Draenith, you're doing okay. But like control player a lot of times will just love the stacks pieces, and then when they go to win, you know what? They're playing blue. They can just overload Cyclonic Rift and they're fine.
And move over. Yeah,
So
exactly.
yeah, that's also another rough thing about any stacks deck really is that Winota exists. Some decks just exist to just take advantage of stacks pieces. It's a struggle. It's a struggle, I will say. But
Yeah.
I will keep fighting the good fight. And trying to play stacks, even though it
Yeah.
doesn't win
Does
games.
seem like the Archon has hit the board. Yeah.
Yeah. And this isn't. I mean, this is not purely a stacks deck, like in any sense of the word. Time is. It is stacksy in a way, but it is not a stacks deck. It is
Yeah.
a combo deck that happens to use a lot of stacks. That
Hmm.
because it's Abzan, right? It's not going to be the fastest deck on
Yeah.
the table.
Absolutely. So it has to rely on those stacks pieces to kind of stay on time with the other decks for sure.
Yeah. And here comes Mystical Tutor.
Yep.
And yeah, it looks like a recast of Thrasios and a Mystical Tutor at instep, which is going to trigger the Nimrus. And I wonder what the Mystical Tutor is going to reveal.
Yeah, mystical tutor here. If they have the dock side, you grab Neo for it.
And the Mystical Tutor is coming from the Nimrus player.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which
Thinking here.
if I'm if I'm the Nimrus player, I might just be grabbing, I don't know, a value piece or something. I don't. Well, maybe they thought it's Oracle. I'm not really sure. Possible. They put Offer You Can't Refuse in the graveyard. I thought Oracle doesn't really matter either because there's an Archon in play. Yeah, we'll see. We'll
Yeah.
see. They know this a lot better than I do. Maybe
I
they
was
grab
about to say.
like a Languish or something. Remove the creature. So it's not
Yeah.
really.
I was looking
Fortunately,
at.
you don't have like Calling Ritual would be pretty good here. Uh,
Uh,
yeah, I'm not really
I was
sure.
looking at
Not really
Dargo
sure.
Thrasios, but yeah, with Nimrus, I have no idea actually.
Yeah. Uh, Duh. Value piece. Day through time. Pretty sweet.
Yeah.
What do we got here? Born Upon a Wind? Is that what that is? That's what it looks
Mm,
like. It's hard to say though.
no, it doesn't look like Born Upon the Wind.
All right. Okay, I was not kidding. This deck actually just plays Shadow of Doubt. What Shield Res Edict? Is that what this is?
Now looking
Oh,
at the
that is
art,
what that
yeah,
is.
yeah,
Yes, that
that's
is
what it
exactly
looks
what
like.
that
Yeah,
is. Can we pull this up on the screen? This is yeah, that's pretty disgusting. You can okay, perfect. You can maybe just hold this up, right? Uh, it'll keep the Najeela player from casting Najeela,
yeah. Your
and you
opponent,
can yeah, just if the Najeela player is not going to cast their commander into this card. So you can
yeah,
basically save it for the Najeela's instep, get rid of the Thrasios, right?
yep. Gets rid of Archon.
Get rid of the Archon,
So
get rid of the Thrasios, and that Thrasios is not coming back. That's 4 mana, 6 mana. No, you're not gonna see that card again.
yeah, nah.
Ursus Sagas up to 2. Yeah, we are officially entering the very grindy point of this game. The Deluge really put the Nimbus player extremely ahead. And this one, I think this one's gonna go for a little bit. We've been here before. I feel like we just played a very similar game.
Yeah, very much.
Almost identical, really.
Yeah,
Funny how that works.
yeah. Nimrus sets the board back and then starts to pick apart and pick through their deck and see what they can find. Very much the pattern we've seen.
Yeah,
past couple of games.
absolutely. Manila Midget, I feel for you in chat. Yeah, we just commentated your game where you have to relive the pain. You do.
100%.
Yes. So for the judges in the chat here, for judges watching this game, the ancient tomb does intertapped because I have Arcana Myria. So we should definitely fix that. Time is on the stack here. Can we please tap the ancient tomb?
Yeah.
Yeah. They're thinking about responding. Ooh.
I don't know. I mean,
Okay.
casting
Yeah,
C2,
stacks
I'm not
does for you
sure.
control. It's Yep.
Depends if you want to
100%.
Happen.
or not. I think the longer you wait, the better.
Yeah.
Dude, I
At
have
least,
what
you know,
what do you think
it's-
I'm
yeah.
doing on my turn?
At least Winota used to be able to deal with that
Unless he has
kind
no
of,
spells, then yeah, maybe.
It's up
because
to
you
who.
killed them quickly.
Oh,
Yes.
Yep. Yeah.
The ancient
Good
tomb
call.
does. Okay.
So, you know,
I think
fire
you
it or
wait.
not?
Okay. Perfect. So the players have been formed.
yeah, I'll
Manglehorn noises.
Okay, sure.
Well, maybe next time they put a Manglehorn on the play, I'll make some Manglehorn noises.
Thing,
Maybe I'll save them just for you, buddy.
Any instant things?
What sound does a Manglehorn
Draw.
make?
Wow,
What
this is gonna
sound?
be the
So,
slowest
funny
Savage
story.
Cradle tapping for mana.
it enters tapped.
My son, like,
It never taps. It's
oh
never gonna
gosh,
tap
Carol's
mana, it's
tapped.
not possible.
He loves to make noises for
I
everything.
don't-
He's
want
picked
to.
any. He's two.
No, I can cast.
If you ask him what noise a tree makes, he'll tell you exactly what the noise a tree makes. Anything that exists, it makes a noise, and he knows the noise of the tree. It goes hump. So Manglehorn, I can only assume, makes some sort of like noise because it's like this strange beast that's just destroying artifacts. I can only assume that's the noise that makes.
That is hilarious. I love that so
Yeah.
much.
M. Englehorn Sod Jr.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love it.
Uh,
Okay, so LED on the stack, he's gonna cast this spell, it looks like. He's gonna cast this Stilter's Edict finally.
yeah.
Yeah, it just like scares the deal player into oh my god, a Notion Thief. Is that in response to just LED?
Ooh,
So
yeah.
in response I would imagine a Threshold activation coming on the stack. Yeah. Notion Thief is good.
Yeah.
This
Gotta
is-
activate
this is-
Thrashes here. Yeah.
Yeah. And you need to clip this? Yeah, you'll find it later, you know. Oh, okay. Hey, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Look, we got an answer to our to Notion Thief with this RB. Okay, so Red Elemental Blast has been
Yeah.
revealed. Well, maybe
But
some strange other beasts will be put into play, and I'll make those noises. I don't know. Yeah. Yeah, just when you thought this game might possibly be coming to an end, we have an REB for the Notion Thief. A crop
Yeah.
rotation. Like now that everyone's cast their spells, right? Notion Thief's already, that's the spell for turn, right? LED's the spell for turn. This crop rot's not getting countered. What are we getting with crop rot? So Gaia's Cradle's already put into play. Gavity Township is already in play. We're sacrificing our Bayou. What's a good land here? Please stop doing commentary and make sounds of all the cards that are played. I don't know the sound for crop rotation. Can you tell me what the sound for crop rotation might be?
crop rotation. My immediate go-to target anytime I'm trying to go for crop rotation is either Gaia's Cradle or Emergent Zone. Don't know what Emergent Zone would do in this deck, so definitely not.
Yeah, I'm basically just cosplaying the little things on Arena that pop up whenever someone plays a card. That's what I'm here for. I'm here to be that little sound effect that happens whenever people play cards on Arena. They have to be like mythics though. Like you can't just play a common and expect me to make a noise. It's got to be something like big and powerful, like Manglehorn. Okay, so let's talk about possible targets here for this crop rot. So Centaur Garden definitely is a target here. You can do Cavern of Souls if you're worried about counter spells. Command Beacon doesn't matter. Really, it's not as far as like options that actually do something besides just tap for mana. Really, not a ton. Centaur Garden might be the option, I think, as far as doing something.
Yeah, really
Kinda-
let that devoted druid go.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Gavany Township is already in play. So Gavany Township is in play. Guy's Cradle's in play. Not a ton of options here.
Yeah. Command Beacon, I think, has been declared as the target.
Command Beacon. Okay, yeah. I mean that might matter later. I will say for someone mentioned Notion Thief not being good because it dies to Orcish Bowmasters. Have you considered the fact that Orcish Bowmasters is not good because it dies to Orcish Bowmasters?
That's the Orcish Bowmasters.
Yeah.
I think it's
Now-
crazy. It kills your cards, my cards, itself, everything.
Yeah, yeah. Why would you? Okay, so we have an effect after draw step. There we go. We got it. Ursa Saga. Yep. Are we gonna float a mana with this? We gotta make a construct. Do we maybe find our win con? What are
Yeah,
we doing with Ursa Saga?
it sounds like a good play, especially if you're looking for the game to go longer. All the mana rocks everybody would be playing. That definitely helps.
Yeah, more mana is nice, and you can finally make your Spire Ministry tap for mana because this is the
That's
first
true.
artifact they put into play. Grafdigger's
yeah.
Cage. You thought they were gonna make mana? Thought this game was gonna like go somewhere and maybe somebody's gonna win? No. Okay, so
Yeah.
tie 'em as I believe their combos do get stopped by Grafdigger's Cage. Underworld
Yeah,
Breach, which
yeah.
is Najila, Darker Thrasios, both. Najila's not reliant on it. Also, there's an Archon of Memory on play. But Grafdigger's Cage is gonna stop Time from doing any silly shenanigans. It's also gonna stop someone from like cheesing out a breach somehow. Maybe try to go for an end step removal spell on the Archon, something like that.
Yeah, 100%. Dark Thrasios, yeah, definitely sucks to not have the breach lines there. There are still ways around it, but it's definitely limiting options.
Yeah.
Yeah, tie him. Yeah, that hurts. I've got an imp seal.
Yeah, Imp Seal. I think it would be nice if I mean personally, no, I don't play control. I do wonder if maybe like a wheel would be nice in this deck as a 2-card kind of combo thing with Bowmasters and Ocean Thief.
Yeah.
But I do believe that just control players in general, I believe they're just like allergic to winning the game. So they just like if you even think about putting a win con in, like this could maybe be a win con, it's out. No. You think about wheeling
nah,
with Ocean Thief? No, we're not doing that.
no need. No need. I just wanna let's make this
Yeah.
game go forever.
Yeah. They just really like Magic the Gathering.
Yeah,
They just want to play it
indeed.
forever.
Yeah.
12 hours.
And wants to
not
share
enough.
it with their new friends forever.
That's right. They're not opponents, they're new friends.
Yeah.
And we're gonna spend a lot of time together, whether you like it or not.
Exactly.
So
Forced
Imp Seal,
friendship. That's
yeah,
cool.
it is. So the Imp Seal in the graveyard. Appreciate it. Hopefully we lost the 2 life there, down to 24.
Okay.
Haven't played a land.
Passing the turn to
And
tie him.
passing. I don't believe they played a land. Oh wait, what? Oh, are they doing something in upkeep? I think. Shelter's Edict. It looks like. Yeah. I think there's a lab man in the list. No. I don't believe so.
No.
Yeah,
No.
we are actively not looking to win the game here. And the good news is that when you make it to the finals and semifinals, now you're not allowed to slow play. That's not a thing. You're still gonna get judge calls, but there's no time limit. So, I mean, I've said this before, but massive shout out to Snake here for making it through an entire tournament with wins. Like they're playing in a fast manner for control. It's slow. They're playing like minimal win cons and they're finding ways to win the game and end the game within time limit. Like
Yeah,
that's awesome.
100%. That's
yeah,
insane.
that takes skill because cedh is already hard, and Especially playing a deck with such, minimal win cons, like it takes skill. It definitely does. It's definitely, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So the Children's
so
Edict resolved. We got rid of the Archon
Yep.
and the Thrasios here.
Yep. And
Yeah.
Dark Thrasios player, uh, basically at 4 mana, really getting choked on mana this game and spells. Najila player slowly dying to their mana vault.
Yeah. Very slowly.
Yeah. No, I'm not
Yeah.
sure if time player passed the turn. What's going on here? I assume they want to attack and things. We went through upkeep already. Yeah.
Yeah. Looking at cards in hand here. Yeah. Nimrus, this is exactly the kind of game that Nimrus has been playing all tournament and wants to play in a pod like this. You set Dargo Thrasios back a ton already on mana. Their Guy's Cradle is pretty much dead.
Yeah, it was. I mean,
Yeah,
honestly, stopping the Dark Thrasios player with like the turn 1 Stifle and just wrathing their board, really doing everything they can to slow down the well the problem. Like if I'm sitting at this table, I am more worried about Dark Thrasios than anything else because they always, their deck wins fast. If you're able to stop their
yeah,
value engine, they're really shutting down the deck that would also be able to keep up with them in cards.
yeah,
And
yeah.
it's that. I mean, that's smart. That's like how you should play this game for sure.
Absolutely. And they're doing a really good job of like juggling too, because they're also making sure that Tyam doesn't lock down the game too much there.
Yeah.
So where it hurts them as well by getting rid of things like the Archon and everything. So they're doing a really good job of just taking command of this table.
Yeah. So we've got Time here playing an Eternal Witness with a counter on it. There's no stacks to lock them down now. And what are we getting with this Archon or with this Eternal Witness? This is a Vigilant Eternal Witness. It's mad. You can both attack and block.
Most broken keyword in the game, vigilance.
Vigilance, that's for sure.
Yeah,
Forget Underworld Breach. We're here for
exactly.
Eternal Witness Vigilance.
Yeah.
So
It
we're getting
grabs something
back.
from the grave and then stays.
Yeah.
Stays put.
Now maybe they play a green source. And maybe they get back their Manglehorn. Maybe they play it with Vigilance. Okay, so they've got
Yeah, Manglehorn is play.
They have a land. What I'm not sure what land this is. Hopefully taps for green. Maybe not. It's hard to say. It looks like maybe it's an ancient tomb. So we've got notably having some problems here with colors. I think getting the command beacon was maybe I'm not gonna say it's a mistake. I think maybe it was a risky play. Like because it might not be good for a while. I mean obviously there's probably some kind of loop with this card I'm just not aware of, but missing out on colors could be a problem.
Yeah, definitely. I agree with you there.
So Notion Thief is keeping players from drawing extra cards. Very relevant. Najila player looks to be just passing. Opt here, cast it in step. I believe Najila's turn, right?
I think we're going into Najila's turn, if I'm not mistaken.
And yeah, the Archon's gone, so no worries there. Nimrus, so Nimrus can remove 3 counters, right? Reanimate something? I'm sorry, Tyam.
Tyam.
But from among permanents you
so, yeah.
control, which is not existing right now. Okay, so we don't get to cheat in an Archon yet.
Yeah. It does that through milling with the graph digger cedh though, so that sucks. Yeah, the graph digger cedh was a pretty good hit. Yeah,
Yeah,
vault.
that was good. Yep. And here comes 6-mana Thrasios.
Oh,
Counter
wow.
that.
Really fighting for Thrasios to be on the board. I get it.
Yeah. It's coming back down with LED next turn. Get rid of it, I dare you. Yeah.
Yeah. Passing to Nimrus. And
Nimrus,
Nimrus is passing with
no
all mana
game
open.
actions. Pass, yes. You love to
Yeah.
see it.
That is terrifying.
Oh. Let us not forget they did cast an Imp Seal last turn. We don't know what they got. I don't know if it's been revealed. I don't know if they've cast it. I don't believe so. So I believe we have a tutored card in hand. Here comes Megalhorn. Obviously, you know, I mean, not obvious. I'm not gonna say obvious, but I have a feeling it's going after that Graph Digger's Cage if it resolves. I don't know if it will resolve,
Yeah.
but yeah, there's a Drown in the Luck. This is yeah, this is our nice throwback card. We got some throwback cards here. Drown in the Luck, you know, I've had a Japanese foil this card. It's probably worth like $1, maybe if that. Sitting in a box, you know, and I bought it and I'm like, I want to play this card because this card was like a cedh staple. And unfortunately, it never left the box. So, you know, maybe someday this card it'll come back. I mean, it's coming back here. This, you know, he's.
I was just about to say, switch
It's
to the
been doing
Nimrus.
work
You can
tonight.
play it.
It's been doing work. I mean, it's unconditional-ish. It's a more, you know, it's late game, but in late game, it's whatever you need it to be, right? Creature removal, which we don't
Yeah.
enough of in cedh, and also a counterspell.
Yeah, 100%. It being able to do both is really good.
And is Najila making a game action? I believe that they are. Maybe
I think they are
Real
thinking
Worldly
they're playing.
Tutor for a Dockside. Megahorn got countered. Maybe now is the time to sneak in a Historical Consult. Only stacks in play is Notion Thief and Crafter's Cage. Don't matter. Oh, they're revealing. Okay, so they have a Ragavan in hand. They're like,
Yeah,
why?
Ragavan.
Yeah, we got maybe a little bit of
Yeah.
politic talk that the Ragavan's not getting anywhere except maybe past the E-Witness. But we're gonna cast it because we're here to make game actions.
Absolutely.
And at instep, something's coming. Dig through time. Ooh, more cards that we haven't seen enough of. And we've got let's see, getting rid of some lands, picking out some junk out of our graveyard. Dig through time, cards that used to see a ton of cedh play. But not so much anymore. But still great. It's a great card. Especially when you get to Nimrus trigger with it.
Yeah. Interesting to note that the Ragavan is also doesn't really have any good ways to get in for damage too, considering that they get to the next turn, except for like Thrasios, because I doubt Freedom Waffle would want to recast that again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think the saddest part about Thrasios is that there's still an Ocean Thief in play. So even if you try to go for something with it, you're not you need to put the lands in play. You can't draw the cards or you're gonna have problems. Also, we just got exclusive information in our chat that Boss and Roll will be playing a very spicy and new deck at Cookout. Want to find out what it is?
Ooh.
Check the chat. Spoilers, it's definitely Tim Necrom. Make it cost 8, he must know my pain. That would be really funny if Snake's just like had this deck from like 2018 and just showed up and put Bowmasters in it and just like popped off and beat everybody with it.
Yeah. That's actually hilarious. We got Darker Thracios thinking here. Jesk as well.
Hey, that's not bad. Okay, so maybe this is why
No, that's not bad at
wanted
all.
Thracios. I will be surprised if this resolves. This plays around. This is great because it plays around the Notion Thief.
Yep.
Unfortunately, yeah, it plays. It gets stopped by Draneth, which is not in play, but Grafdigger's Cage does not stop it. So because Grafdigger's is just graveyards, but
Yeah.
this might be good. I don't know how many cards the Nimbus player has in hand, but it looks like a decent amount.
Yeah.
I would say
It is good to note that
probably-
the RAB is still in hand too for Dargo Thracios.
Oh,
So if anybody tries to get it. No.
that is brutal. Okay, no, I'm sorry, that is not brutal. Okay, because we got a bunch of mana, and we just got 3 lands off the top of our library. Like, we don't have to draw those. That's 3 draw steps. You're not gonna worry about. That's actually
That's
great.
true.
Okay.
That's true.
Yeah. Now I will say, this might have been a nice moment to go for a win, but at least you got 3 lands off your library.
Yeah.
Maybe I don't know how much mana they have, but maybe Dargo comes down. What are we worried about? What stacks is in play? Not much.
Yeah.
Notion
Just the
Thief,
Grafdigger's Cage really that they're
Cage.
scared of. Notion
Yeah.
Thief as well, but
Yeah. I mean, Dargo. Maybe you just so Nimbus is still at 20 life, right? That's not a ton. Dargo is a 7/5. It's huge. If you're able to cast it, I don't know, maybe not on the mana, but Dargo could definitely apply some pressure, which is what you need, I think. Yeah, because I don't think Notion Thief is like killing you, but it does stop if you are able to make infinite mana, like stops your Thrasios, right?
yeah, 100%.
No, I'm sorry.
There you go.
Notion Thief does not stop it. Okay, we've got an REB targeting probably the Notion Thief and a Fierce Guardianship. Actually, Notion Thief does not stop infinite mana into Thrasios because you can draw the Notion Thief player out by activating Thrasios like 100,000 times. They draw their deck, right? So that actually does.
Yeah.
Yeah. It actually does. Yep. Yeah, I've been through that before. You can just draw enough cards to make them die with their deck, right? If they try to do anything, you can keep activating Thrasios in response to keep making them draw more cards.
There you go. Oh yeah, big brain, Mike. Yeah.
Yeah, and the really heads up salty players will just scoop in response and let all your Thresh activations resolve so that you die to your own deck.
Yeah. Jeez.
Yeah. Yeah, Notion Thief. Some weird stuff can happen with Notion Thief. Like
Yeah.
I believe it was Drake that tweeted about this the other day, where like if you have like a Labman and you can Taxian Probe, the last card in your library, there's no Steve in play. If you have a Labman, if you have your own Labman, you can choose which replacement effect happens, and you can choose for if you have no cards in the deck, I guess. You can choose for the Labman replacement effect to happen instead of the Notion Thief. It's really weird.
Oh,
But
yeah,
because they're both replacement effects, so you get to choose which one happens.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah, it doesn't come up a lot,
Drake.
but it's one of those weird little. Yeah.
Yeah, Drake coming up with the spice for sure. That's pretty good.
Yeah. So big moment here. It appears we had an Agila player cast a silence. Yeah.
Yeah.
On the Nimrus' turn, which actually I don't think is that big of a moment, but it does slow him down. Does slow him down. The problem is the Nimrus player wants to be I think the Nimrus player wants to be playing spells on other people's turns, but maybe it might have been a really heads up play if they're playing around a wheel or something like that. We still don't know what the MCL grabbed, and they do have a lot of cards in hand and dig through time, so that makes sense.
Yeah, 100%. It's interesting call for sure.
Yeah, I think if you're playing around a wheel, it's a heads up play definitely. I do I think silence is such a powerful effect. It's such a powerful card that it may have been worth hanging on to it, but
Yeah,
yeah, if you're worried about a wheel, it makes sense.
absolutely.
So now there are so the time deck does have 3 counters now available. They're able to remove
Yep.
to if if they're worried about maybe someone comboing off, they're able to activate Time. Mill 3, maybe they put an Arcana Mirror into play. They're worried about a artifact, something like they want to get rid of this Grafdigger's Cage. Yeah, they can't do that. There's a Grafdigger's Cage in play.
Yeah.
They can't get the creatures back. I'm almost
Unfortunately.
positive Grafdigger's Cage stops that ability. I'm like 99% sure.
Yeah, and it mills too, so it's
Yeah. So Time is mill 3, put the top 3 of your library into your graveyard, and then return a permanent CMC 3 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. That is definitely stopped by Grafdigger's Cage. Yeah, creature cards. Well, it stops creatures. Cannot enter the battlefield from graveyards or libraries. Players can't cast cards in graveyards or libraries. Okay.
okay. So
Yeah,
time is being
unfortunate.
swung at. I think we're blocking the time.
Oh. So big shout out to some random person named Hire MTG for gifting 5 tier 1 subs to the community.
Woo!
Thank you, Alex. You're my
Love
boy.
you, Alex.
What sound? The sound of silence. Isn't that a song or something?
Yeah, so we got a brainstorm happening. for
Hype
10 minutes.
train. Yeah, shout out to
Brainstorm's
Alex.
resolving.
Love that man. Brainstorm. Okay. Yep. We are officially in control land. If you're a control player here, you're having a great time.
Yeah.
Yeah, Brainstorm notoriously terrible against opposing Notion Thieves. Luckily, it doesn't matter because it's their Notion Thief.
Yeah.
Have you ever gotten anyone in cedh TK with a Notion Thief on the Brainstorm?
What happened?
Have you ever gotten anyone with a Notion Thief and cedh? Like to cast a
No,
Brainstorm?
but I
and,
have
like,
gotten
gotcha?
somebody. I have gotten somebody with their Ledger Shredder with Notion Thief, and that was really fun.
That's
Yeah.
good too. It's like, okay, you're not gonna draw. I'll draw, but you discard. That's fine, right?
Yeah.
That's great.
Indeed. Get
That's
rid
great.
of that hand, please. Thank you.
Yeah, just get rid of your
It was
hand.
yeah, it was a 1v1 too. So it was just me and them, and
Oh,
so we
yeah.
were going back and forth. I was just digging, and I was like, "Oh, this is great."
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I remember that was such a big deal back in the Star City Racket when Lauren Nolan with his Notion Thief against Jace Brainstorm ability. Everybody lost their minds. So good.
Jeez. So Bowmasters just hit the board.
Yeah. Bowmasters comes in,
Yeah.
pops a Ragavan. It can kill an Eternal Witness eventually. Yeah, I've hit a Brainstorm with an Ocean Thief before. Feels great. I'm way too big of a fan of these effects. I love Ocean Thief. I love Hall Breacher.
They're so fun.
Dude, that Dargo can get in there. I'm telling you. I mean, there's some blockers, but like 16 life. Okay.
Yeah, and
Now
this is probably the time too before that Orcish can get any bigger.
What do we think? So we have a first time Metamorph on the stack. We knew this was here.
Yep.
Okay, so first time is being counterspelled. But what do we think the target was? What do you think that they were going for? Here with this first time
Bowmasters, 100%.
Bowmasters?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. That makes perfect sense. They play Notion Thief and Bowmasters. I wonder if a wheel would be. I feel like a wheel would be good in this deck. I don't know. Yeah, counterspell, actual counterspell, actual factual. Did we just put a Deadly Relic in the graveyard? That's yeah. Or they just put it on the stack. I'm not 100% sure.
Yeah, I guess not. Yeah.
Yeah. So to reply, someone asked why they didn't put Ewitch, like pop Ewit. Oh, with Bowmasters. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, the Ragavan, it was in response to the Ragavan swinging at them, so they probably
Yeah.
just did it to
Yeah.
stop the value for the Ragavan. But yeah, that's
Uh,
fair.
Correct me if I'm wrong. I think Dargo has trample, right?
Yeah, Dargo does have trample. It is after the
That's what I
wall of
thought.
text that says, "Hey, this is an amazing combo piece." Also trample.
Yeah. Nimrus is a dude. Okay. Well, this I just learned. How? Okay. Okay. Maybe I'm just wrong. Seven five trample lobster. Okay.
Oh, Dockside.
Hang
There you
on.
go.
Hang on.
Dockside
He's
for
holding a
3.
lobster. Dockside for 3. Okay. I'm
Yeah,
definitely, I want to see some disgusting stuff happen here on Dark Thrasios' turn. Someone needs to at least fight this Nimrus menace that's just absolutely wrecking our seed gauge top tables right now.
Yeah, at 8 life, but still just bullying the board
Kinnan.
here. Oh yeah, there you go.
This is why we get rid of, or try to get rid of a Bowmasters, because Kinnan, it's gonna give us a ton of mana. Unfortunately, cannot really activate Thrasios into it. Also the Nimrus player's at 8 life. Really pressuring the light souls here with the Dargo.
Yeah.
Good stuff. So make 4 mana. What are you gonna cast? Team Sabertooth. Presenting a win.
Oh, whoa, yeah,
We are
yeah.
presenting infinite mana. Yeah, Thrasios, activate.
Whoa.
Okay, Force of Will. Okay, there's a Force of Will in the
Okay.
stack. Does
Okay.
that happen? That happens. Wow.
Yeah.
I thought. And Nimrus is down to 7. Yeah, that's brutal. Okay. That Force of Will. That was close. That was close. If we had a Dark Thrasios win here, I was gonna lose my mind.
I was like, Sabertooth. Wait.
Just going for it. But Force of Will, there's not that many answers to creatures. You got 1 mana up. Yeah. That was almost crazy. Oh, they're revealing a win. They're saying, "Hey, I have the win.
Yeah.
Can you beat this?"
Yeah.
Here's a land. I'm gonna muddle the mixture. I'm going to transmute this muddle mixture. We're gonna go find Tainted Pact. We're going to put a Thassa's Oracle in the stack. I'll already cast Tainted Pact. I can only assume this is where we're going with this.
Yeah. 100%.
So they're gonna hold it. Yep. They're trying it. We'll see.
Yeah. This is very much.
See.
Nimrus's
they cannot get
chance.
Archon in play because the Grafdigger's Cage.
Yeah.
They might be able to hit. If they hit something, it's not a creature, right? So
Yeah.
So yeah, Grafdigger's Cage is stopping it, but you can get permanents that aren't creatures and put them into play. So maybe in response they mill 3 and they try to find something like what? I don't know. Like Rule of Law? That's a permanent they can get.
That's a thought. Phantom Tutor.
What do they figure? What is that?
Yeah.
Okay. So they were going for like a Rule of Law because Archon's not gonna work here. Actual factual Rule of Law would work because it is not a creature. Grafdigger's Cage only stops creatures. Yeah, so
yeah.
they're getting Marsh Flats. It looks like. So unfortunate. It looks like they were going for a Rule of Law. There's an opposition agent
there
in
goes
response.
Agent. Oh.
Take your 2-drop. What? That's so good. Look at that. We got claps we got claps here. This is great. This is perfect. Op Agent is so good here because the absolute confidence of revealing. They were so confident in this. They just reveal their hand. They're just like, look, they revealed their card. Like I got it right.
Oh yeah.
So maybe there's a response here to Op Agent. The Nimrus player really
gotta be.
They've got a lot here. They just have always had the answers. So really exciting to see an opposition agent come into play and maybe slow it down. All right.
Yeah.
So what 2-drop? What 2-drop?
Staring at a Dargo.
Oh yeah. What 2-drop can we get here? Maybe if they're looking, yeah, if they're looking to actually just end the game or like kill this Nimrus player, maybe they grab like a snap or something out of Nimrus's deck, so that when okay, what we got here? What do we got? So if they're able to grab like a snap or something out of Nimrus's deck, if the Nimrus player goes to block the Dargo, it has trample, so they're able to maybe snap or some kind of bounce spell before damage,
Right.
and the damage will all trample over. So if they block with like a Nimrus, instead of taking the 1, they could bounce the Nimrus. 7 damage would hit, and it would
Yeah.
kill them. Okay, so we have an opt-in response.
Yeah, it'd kill.
This will trigger Nimrus, right? So this op should be the first spell. Should trigger Nimrus. Are they tapping? What is
Yeah.
that? Okay. Yeah, so like I do think a bounce spell would be really good here if they're able to. Now they get to look at top 2, right? Put 1 in hand if they get their trigger here. Looks like they might have missed their trigger. We'll see. Yep, I believe they missed their trigger. Okay, so we gotta consider the hand.
Oh, Nimrus is no, because it's Nimrus's turn, I believe.
Is it?
Right?
Oh, is it? I thought it was each turn. Is it
Yeah.
only on your opponent's turns? It is opponent's turns. I'm sorry, they didn't miss.
No, yeah, it's
That's
only
my
on
bad.
opponent's turns, yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
that is my bad. Thank you, TK and chat. I don't know how to read. And
It's okay. I definitely was also confused for a second, but then I had to remember what Nimrus says.
oh. My son just dumped an entire bucket of toys into the floor. Well, thanks, buddy.
Too sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we are okay. So op agent, yeah, apologies for that. Yeah. So the pure, yeah, was so confident that they had the game there. Op agent
Yeah.
has the hand revealed, and I believe we saw what, a Mana Vault, a Thassa's Oracle. I did not catch the other cards.
Yeah, it was Manifold, that's Oracle. I think it was yeah.
Yeah, so the players know now if they're able to set up a win here, the Nimrus player will not be able to interact with it. I don't believe there was any other interaction or instant speed spells.
Yeah.
So then Gila player, I mean, a 2-drop, you can't get Dockside obviously because it's Nimrus deck. But you
Yeah.
can search for any 2-drop. You could maybe grab, is there a Fimage, something to clone Dockside? How much mana would that make? Maybe not enough. Maybe you grab
Image is a card. Trying to think here.
yeah, you can also like, I don't know how worried you are about Notion Thief, but you could, yeah, maybe grab a Fimage and copy Orcish Bowmasters.
Yeah, that's a card.
And it would deal with
Yeah.
both Bowmasters and Notion Thief.
Yeah.
Yeah. Demonic
Yeah.
Tutor for, I mean, anything. Really, there's a lot of options. Dress Down. Dress Down might be pretty
Dress
good.
Down is good, especially if they do find a way to go for the Thassa's Oracle. And shut that down. Yeah.
And yeah, worst case, I mean, I would be concerned that if you really focus on the Nimrus player, I mean, Dark Thrasios has a bunch of mana and like a Dockside, right? With Cannon, I think you might untap and die, or you might just pass and die. I think you have to be careful.
100%. Yeah, it's a very tricky spot to be in.
Yeah, definitely.
Right now. Okay, so
Love it.
yeah, looks like it's the demonic tutor.
Demonic Tutor. Yeah. I mean, hey, that's
Yeah.
great. You got
Yep.
your own Dockside. I don't know. Maybe set up a win depending on what they have in hand. Maybe they have one in hand. I'm not 100% sure, but yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. That op agent. Absolute. Just the perfect
Came
answer.
in clutch. Yeah.
Yeah. So
This
good.
is this has been a game.
Not.
The surprise Sabretooth coming out of nowhere, the Notion Thief, the Bowmasters. It's been a
Yeah.
game for sure.
Oh yeah. Really showed the power of op agent. Not only stopping the tutor, but also putting yourself ahead. Actually, I mean, this game has been brutal for the Jill player, but
Yeah.
really getting finding a way to put yourself back in the game.
Yeah. 100%. And it's also locking down the board even further because they still have to deal with the Notion Thief or Graph Digger's Cage. Now an opposition agent.
Yep. Okay, so
Yeah.
Mana Vault. Yep, we knew about that. And
Yep.
they're paying for Phyrexian Metamorph.
Okay.
Okay. And what are we copying?
Probably the
Oh, Eternal
Dargo?
Witness. They grab Eternal Witness and maybe Wrath. They're at 4. They can't deluge.
Yeah.
I think
My
they're checking Grave. Right, 2 mana available. And the
yeah.
crazy thing is, look at their colors. That's kind of brutal. If they're
Yeah.
at 4, they have to actually pay half their life if they're trying to cast like something like a oh god, I can't think of the name of the card. Anything that costs blue black. Yeah, basically they're paying at least 1 life, but they could pay 2 life, which is half of
Yeah.
their life. It's tough.
Yeah. Seems like there's some politicking going on, trying to convince that there's not a win on Najila's turn.
Yeah, they
I
have.
think, yeah, with Nimrus here, you could either try and copy Dargo so you don't die on crackback. I guess you could do Dockside.
Yeah, what's Dockside making? 1, 2, 3 for sure. Maybe 4, 5. So you have to, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, no. Counting there. If you copy Dockside, you're making not. You're making. Yeah, 3, 4, I think, or maybe 3.
Yeah. What do you think Najila gets off the D tutor if they?
I don't know what cards they have in hand. Like, if they have cards in hand, if they have that one demonic tier, that's it. What card gets you back in the game? Mnemonic Betrayal.
Yeah.
There's not really. Oh,
That's a
Graph
thought.
Diggers. No, actually, it plays around Graph Diggers Cage.
Yep.
Mnemonic Betrayal would be. There's Sabretooth, Jessica's Will. Depending on what they have in Graves, could be really disgusting. Trying to think of cards. There's a certain card that just, take you from 0 to 100 very quickly. Mnemonic Betrayal is one of
Yeah.
them. Dockside, if they have other
Definitely.
cards, gets them Underworld Breach, but they don't have a graveyard. So Mean Betrayal is the big one I'm thinking of. Calling Ritual, does that do? That does. They don't have the mana to do it all and save on land, but actually that would. That wouldn't be great. That wouldn't be great.
Yeah. Yeah. Kind of limited our resources to can pull it off.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so time is on tapping. What did we copy with Metamorph?
I think it is. I think it
Looks
is
like,
Dockside.
is it? Let's maybe it's hard to see. Maybe I feel like it might say Darko, but 100% sure. Do you see a lobster? Did they draw a lobster? I don't think so. Is that okay? It's yeah, okay.
So
They copied Darko.
so
So they
Dargo. Yeah.
are we're in the not dying kind of game plan. At 4 life, totally fair.
Yeah. that was my initial thought too. Was copy the Dargo and not try and die on the crackback.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it makes sense. It is lobster time indeed. Who knew that the double Dargo pod would be in the top 4?
Yeah.
Never called it. Mana
Mhm.
Crypt on the stack. Okay. You have about 1,000 mana. Gavin Township activation available. And a card in
Okay,
hand.
it's a
They are
pass
saying,
on the crit.
yeah, they're saying I am not a threat.
So I'm going
Opposition he did.
to
I have one card in
draw
hand,
and
I am not a
see if
threat.
it's
I could have swung at you.
meaningful.
You're
As they
correct.
hold up Court of Calling. Actually, doesn't matter because the Graph Diggers. Graph Diggers Cage has really been hurting the time deck. They would really be able to, I mean, this turn, right? They can like Gavin Township, and then I don't know if they have the mana, but Gavin Township into activate, and Drake get back Arcana Mirror, get back Manglehorn, get rid of yeah. Without Graph Diggers Cage, they'd be able to do a lot more.
Yeah, 100%. Graph Digger's Cage has definitely been an MVP in Nimris's, lineup this entire tournament because we definitely saw it do work the last round that they were into. So this is definitely all within the plan.
Okay,
Yeah.
so
And
Gila in the tank here. Looks like they. Okay, so I think they had 2 cards in hand that were not the Demonic Tutor.
Yeah.
So I think they had a card in hand, but also have a Demonic Tutor available to them.
Yeah. Seems like they're politicking, trying to let everybody know that they're not the threat, even though they have the tutor.
That I don't even think you need the politic here, though. I mean, without not knowing the audio, what they're saying, it's hard
Yeah.
to say. But I think it's pretty clear that
Yeah.
yeah, I think it's pretty clear they're not the threat here, right? I mean, what are you Demonic Tutoring?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm slamming Meme Betrayal. Fun fact. Cast their Demonic Tutor, right? Meme Betrayal?
Yep.
Cast Demonic Tutor.
Yep.
It's now in their graveyard. It's pretty sweet. I'm just saying.
Yeah. Sounds good.
Yeah.
Sounds like it worked.
Even Mind Sensor in response to the Demonic Tutor. You can see the pain in the deals, the hand motions. Why? Why? Just brutal. I was begging for sax pieces, but not like this. Not like this.
Yeah. Oh no.
Even Mind Sensor. Just when you thought you were gonna get to search a library. Once. Nope. Nope.
I like the game state as is. Thank you very much.
Oh. Did you? Oh, they haven't even cast it. They're just revealing it. They're saying, "Hey, what are you getting?" And the funniest thing about this, you can politic all you want in the finals of a tournament, but like people will lie.
I was just about to say.
We're in the finals. People they'll say, "Sure, I won't get the win con." And they're like, "Demonic Betrayal, it's not a win con. I'm casting your card. It's not mine. My cards aren't winning the game, right? It's your cards."
Yeah.
Right. It doesn't matter. They have no obligation to tell the truth to you.
Yeah. Especially in the finals, it's like, oh, I'm getting baby Cycrift, and then it's like, oh, actually, no.
Yeah, exactly. Your opponents do not have your best interests in mind. You're right. You're playing for something. But now on the other side of that, later on, people will know they know, right? People hear stories, and that does kind of have an effect. Like if you lie in the finals, people are gonna know, and maybe in the next tournament, people will be like, you're the guy that lied in the finals. I recognize you. Right?
Yeah.
So that does happen. That does happen.
Yeah, I know I'm not supposed to spike play, but I don't like it.
Yeah. Yeah. So it looks like I have a feeling that Gila is like, please don't cast this because Waffle is about to untap with about 50 mana and probably kill us. There's a real passionate like, please do not do this kind of talk here.
Tyam is definitely pushing for a counter spell tutor and is saying if you don't and then this Aven is definitely hitting the board.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, he's like, you need to find some kind of interaction because we're untapping. The Dargo player has a million mana, a cannon in play, a dockside in play, and a guy's
Yep,
cradle. Like,
yeah.
this is brutal. We'll
Yep.
see where we go, but it looks like the Aven.
Aven hits
Yeah,
the board.
yep. Look at this Nagila player is just pained. So we get to we still get to cast an Impulse, right?
Yeah.
Impulse is not the worst Magic the Gathering card.
No, it's
It's
definitely
probably like it might even be in one of these deck lists. Let's find out. It is not in the blue black control decks, you know. But I thought maybe. It is not. Yeah. Yeah, the Nimrus player is at 4. And I will be very surprised if we see past Freedom Waffle's turn.
Yeah.
There's a couple things slowing them down, right? Bowmaster's kind of, Gravedigger's Cage, and Notion Thief.
Yep.
You're not tutoring, right? You're not tutoring, you're not drawing extra cards. And you're not casting from your graveyard. Those 3 things are painful. So maybe. But
Yep.
you know, Freedom Waffle is a very good player. So I would not put it past them to be able to find a way to power through this. Maybe an Overloaded Cyclonic
Yeah.
Rift.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Agreed.
Okay, we got an instant Bloodstained Mire for turn.
Yep.
Maybe a little too instant. Can't even crack it. Maybe okay.
Yeah.
They're instantly going to combat,
Okay, go into
probably attacking
attacks.
Nimrus.
Yeah.
A bounce spell just a bounce spell just
slinging at Nagila for 7.
really okay. That is, I guess they want to keep their Dargo in play.
Yeah.
Swinging at Nagila. Okay, what is this? Is it Nakam or what is the name of this card? It's Takanuma Abandoned Mire. So it has channel, right?
Yeah.
Discard it,
And
mill
it's
3.
essentially a tie-in. Yeah.
Yeah, return a creature or planeswalker from your graveyard to your hand. Possible unless reach the creature you control. Okay.
Yeah. And just instead of reanimating at it. So
Yeah. I wanted to say Nakamura, but I'm pretty sure that's a Overwatch map. This is Takanuma. And they're getting back what? Shieldred?
Children. Yep. Children comes
Okay.
into play, clear the boards a little bit.
It'll get rid of oh, apparently there was a Mystic Remora put in play at some point. Was it really?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I guess that's the thing you can do. Shelter's pretty sweet. Yeah, you need to mill 3. Maybe they did mill 3. How did Shieldred engrave? Was it through Nimrus?
Yeah, I think maybe it hit earlier off of all of the discards that they were doing earlier.
Yeah, okay, they're milling 3. Here we go. Flusterstorm, Cursed Totem, and didn't get a good look at the last one.
Yeah.
Okay, it's a land. Rivendell, which is I think is
yeah.
I think it's the land
Lord of the
that's
Rings one.
What do you call this card? Untaps a legendary permanent, I think. Minamo? I think it's Minamo. Water's Edge. No, I apologize, it's Rivendell. This is actually a card from Lord of the Rings. Yeah. Woo. This has been a grind, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Really sweet game, but a grind. Yeah. Thoughts Oracle in stack.
That's Oracle.
We're gonna try it again. And yeah, maybe the Mystic Remora was in hopes that the Nation Thief would die, not sure, but It basically is a blank piece of cardboard at the moment.
Yeah.
Okay, so Thoracle on the stack. We're gonna try it again. We're at 2 life. Opponents don't have a ton of cards in hand.
Yep.
And
This is true.
we'll see. We'll see. Did they just rip Consultation or what? Or maybe it's just a value Thoracle. Maybe they actually are scrying with it. You can't activate Thrasios to draw cards, right?
No.
You
Yeah.
cannot activate Kinnan because Kinnan activations get stopped by Grafdigger's Cage.
Yeah.
This time, maybe they're putting mana, or they're just messing with their Cradle. Unsure.
I think they're thinking.
Okay, they have Gavany Township. They have an activation. Does
Yeah.
maybe we're going
I
for
think
a
they're
roll
thinking
again.
on TAM activation. Yeah. So we're activating TAM. Soaring.
Looks like Dismember.
Finale of
I think
Devastation.
Finale of Devastation. Yep. So we're gonna get probably what, rebuy our land or something. Yeah. Yeah. So
Yeah, so they're getting the Soul Ring back.
yeah. And they're doing something. So let's just so really quick. The weird thing about going for Web of Thassa's Oracle with a Notion Thief in play, it's similar to like if you have an Esper Sentinel or a Crom. Notion Thief is a forced draw. So if your opponent tries to draw a card, you have if they says they draw a card, you draw their Notion Thief. Like that's it, unless you get rid of the Notion Thief, right? So if they go for a win with like Tainted Pact, right? They can leave a few cards on top of their library or on the bottom of the library, right? So they don't die to their own like Thrasios activation, right? Because Waffle could activate Thrasios and make Snake draw a card. If there's no cards in the library, you're just gonna lose the game, right?
You would lose,
So
yeah.
So Tainted Pact, you're able to play around it, depending on what your devotion is and things like that. Like right now his devotion's 4, so he could leave 3-4 cards on top, and that would be fine, right? Thrasios can maybe draw a few cards. I mean, maybe it's not fine depending how many he could draw.
Yeah.
But Consultation, you're like, if you name a card on your library, you can just die on the spot. And there's a Rule of Law.
Rule of Law is there, yeah.
And he just activated
There you
time,
go,
put a
Rule
Rule
of
of Law into
Law is
play.
there.
This is what we were looking for. This is what we were looking
Yep.
for. In response to Thassa's Oracle, we just activated time and put a Rule of Law into play.
Yep, and it
Yeah, you can't
cannot
respond
be
to that. That's it.
responded
That's your spell.
to. Yep.
That's your spell. So, what a blowout. This has been
Oof.
the control deck just getting just the worst case scenario every turn. They're going for a win. And the crazy thing is that they're presenting a win like every turn.
Yeah.
This is a control deck,
They are very persistent. Yeah.
And it's not working. It's just, this has been amazing. Like,
This
that's
has been an
just
awesome
insane.
finals, yeah.
The Rule of Law. Now, the crazy thing is like, if they're able to, I think the only player that won Snake Dead now is Freedom Waffle, right? The Dark Thrasios player. I think at this point, if that Notion Thief goes away, Freedom Waffle just draws a million cards. This game's over. You can Rule of Law, but you'll find your Cyclonic Rift, right? You'll find your answer to the Rule of Law. You don't need to tutor. You can just draw through, power through everything, right?
Yeah, 100%.
And so we've got, let's see. So there's 5 blockers, right? Snake still has 5 blockers, so they're doing okay. There's only 1 flying blocker. If anyone's able to get rid of it, there's an even my sister in play. I think. Actually, that's the only flyer, but Snake is in a very, very precarious spot because, yeah, if they're gone, Freedom has just free reign to just do whatever.
Yeah, is unleashed, and that's definitely what Freedom would have to be thinking about right now. Is how can I get him out?
Yes,
really
because that
let this go.
Yeah, that Grafdigger's Cage is stopping. Like, do killing activations matter? I don't know. I don't even, I'd be surprised to see like a seed worm used, but even a kitten activation to put, Tide Spout Tyrant into play, put seed worm use into play,
Yeah.
right? Kitten into play. There's a lot of good hits off of Kinnan, even if you can't draw cards. But
Yeah.
the 1-2 punch of just Notion Thief and Gravedigger's Cage is stopping any like value sink that Waffle's able to pull off.
100%. Yeah, so we got time counting mana.
And
Yeah,
just
the
in
Sworn
case you thought
Canoness.
one rule of law wasn't enough, here's an Aether Sworn Canoness with a vigilance counter and no attack. Really, no attack? Not even a mind sensor. Not even a poke. Okay, we're paying for Mystic Remora. We're actively playing cards that are harming us.
Wow.
Not actually. So Mystic Remora actually is getting pretty close to being good. The problem is that it doesn't draw cards and Mana Vault only does damage to us. Here's a
Yeah, if nobody
Sorin.
can play spells, what cards are you drawing? Absolutely
Yeah.
none.
Yep. Oh, 2 Rule of Laws in play, 2 anti-tutor effects, and 1 Freedom Waffle with so much value, so much potential value.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Okay, so in step 1 are we activate the rest? Yes, are we ever letting Psychology Rift?
We're activating Kinnan.
Are we activating Kinnan? There's a Gravedigger's Cage.
Yeah.
Happen. Let it happen. Let it happen. Let it happen. If you let it happen. If Waffle even thinks I'll put a creature into play, you better stop that. Okay. Okay. And you know what? Maybe, just maybe, it is information.
Yeah.
Because there are times when I'm playing Winota and there's a Gravedigger's Cage in play, I'll just attack. Right? I get 3 Winota triggers. Well, I know what the top 18 cards in my library are, and I know I'm not drawing them. So it's not amazing, but it's information. You know what's like you can do it's like brainstorm. Get a little bit of brainstorm value, right?
Yeah.
Still does
Definitely.
stuff. It's still making game actions. Yeah.
Oof, this is a game.
Yeah, I like I think the Kinnan activation was for that information. I think he knows. I think he knows.
Yeah.
And sometimes you gotta pay 7 to look at the top 5 cards of your library just because.
Top 4.
Top 4?
Mind sensor is still here.
No. Kinnan does not search. It's oh, there's an instant team effect? He says, yeah. Okay, so Snake's playing an instant team effect, it looks like. And Snake is saying,
Right.
clearly I'm not winning the game. This is a Nimrus trigger. I am trying to get myself back in the game because one overload is a Clonic Rift and I'm doing okay.
Yeah. So
yeah. I'm getting the same vibes. There was a if you look way back in the archives of Playing with Power, we had a game. The episode is called The Longest cedh Game Ever Played. I was a part of that game and we played until like 3 in the morning. This game, I think it was 5 hours long. It might have been 5 hours long. It might have been longer. I can't remember. It was condensed down to like an hour of gameplay or something like that, which is like insane because it's so edited, right?
Still an hour of edited gameplay is insane.
Yes, and it was so miserable. Consultation in the graveyard. That's sending a message, and the message is I don't want to die.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're tainted pacting here. What are we? This is demonic tutor kind of. Is Ristic Study, is that good enough? Are we pausing Ristic Study? I wouldn't pause. Wait, we're going past that.
No,
we're going past that.
no,
This is not where we are. Okay, I like that. What's this? Oh. Okay, this card is spicy. Yeah, we're showing this one to the camera. Have you seen this card? I saw this as I was looking through the deck list. I have never seen this card until today. The name of this card is Dystopia.
Okay.
Okay, I just discovered this card. It's a $3 card. This card's $3 for some reason. During his player's upkeep, the player controls any green or white permanent. He or she sacrifices a green or white permanent. Yeah, this is
What?
insane. This is a Magic the Gathering card. Did we stop with the Change Fact? Where did we stop? I was too excited about this Dystopia card.
I'm looking up Dystopia. This
Yeah, pull it up. Pull it up. It's already pulled up. Okay, hey,
cumulative
MTG
upkeep.
Lexicon rating with a party of 13. Shout out to MTG Lexicon. Thank you for the raid. We definitely appreciate it. We stopped Cyclonic Rift. This is the exact card. If there's a card in our deck that we want, this is it. This is the card.
Yep. Yep.
If you're trying to actually get like somewhere in this game, right? We're 2 life. There's a lot of value in just sitting back and being like, I have a Cyc Rift. I'll use it whenever, right? You play a spell like Rule of Law. This is your only spell. You're not protecting it. And I don't know how you went afterwards, but if you overload Cyclonic Rift, just pass the turn, and then
Yeah.
Tayam untaps and plays a Rule of Law effect, like, that's it.
Yep.
That you're not getting
That's-
back in this game.
No, you're locked out forever.
Because Tayam can like cast, right? They have so much mana. They can just be like, cast Haven Mind Sensor, cast Tayam, cast Soul Ring, cast Mana Crypt, cast Rule of Law, right? And that's it.
Yeah. So we got Dargo going at Taya.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Just in case, for the two that are just joining us, we are what, 2 hours deep in this game? I don't know. I have not kept track.
Oh yeah.
We are deep.
It's-
Okay,
it's,
so it's all right. Yeah. Okay, so when we sat down at the beginning of this game, we said this game's either ending on turn 2 or like turn 19, or this game's going 3 hours, right? This game's on the distance. Well, this game has absolutely gone the distance, and our control player. By the way, this is cedh, competitive EDH. If you're familiar with it, we're on like turn 19, and the Nimbus player just put a Shield Druid on the stack. So if you're just joining us, yeah, this is 5 mana Shield Druid. Yeah, insane.
yeah.
And actually, card is pretty good with a bunch of removal effects in play. Also, lest we forget, there's an Ocean Thief and Orcish Bowmasters, and they have done almost nearly nothing.
Just there to look pretty at this point.
Yeah, it's kind of a non-bow in a way, I think, because your opponents aren't drawing extra cards, so your Bowmaster's never triggering.
Yeah.
But also, Ocean Thief drawing your cards is probably better than you just dealing 1 random damage, so I don't think it's actually a non-bow, but
Yeah.
it'll be crazy if
If the
somebody
Dargo-
finds a removal spell. Like
Yeah.
the Haven Meister could just end the control player here, right? If there's any kind of removal spell for the flyer.
Yeah. 100%.
But I mean, there is still technically a Cyclonic Rift, but like, there, I believe the control player is at 2, yeah, and holding up Ancient Tomb and City of Brass. So they're not tapped out, but they're tapped
so-
out.
Think Tayam just brought back Deafening Silence.
No. Aura of Silence.
Oh, okay.
This is probably worse for the opponent's Deafening Silence. Yeah. So Aura of Silence makes artifacts and enchantments cost 2 more, and you can sack it to kill an artifact or enchantment. So the nice thing about this card, though, it is it's pretty expensive for a stacks piece, right? 1 white. It has to be removed from someone who can play like an Underworld Breach, because you can't, especially if you're able to recur it with Tayam. So things like if you try to go for an Underworld Breach win, right? Tayam can just reanimate this thing, recur this thing, and pop the Underworld Breach, as well as the fact that this is an answer to the Grafdigger's Cage. I know there's still been a lot of stack spaces, there's been a lot going on, but Grafdigger's Cage has been the one piece that specifically has been hosting Tayam, where Tayam could have been like doing crazy stuff in this game, but Grafdigger's Cage has shut it off, right? So now we've got the answer to Grafdigger's Cage. I wouldn't even be surprised to see like somebody go for something and at instant speed just, there's so much mana, right? They're playing Birds of Paradise because it's free with Guy's Cradle. Would not be surprised to see somebody do something. Maybe the Nimbus player finally tries to go for Cyc Rift, and in response, the Tayam player just cracks the Aura of Silence, kills the Grafdigger's Cage, and just absolutely goes ham with the graveyard.
Yeah.
Just maybe a sensible win. I don't know, but the fact that they have the answer to Grafdigger's Cage now and can do it anytime, I think is going to be kind of insane.
Oof.
Yeah, we're on Time's
Yeah.
turn.
Yep.
And you know what would be even better is Seedborn Muse. Does this deck play Seedborn Muse? I doubt it, but that'd be awesome. We're looking
Seaborn
no good.
Muse for Dargo Thassus or for time?
No for Time. They do
Time?
not, because it's called
Yeah.
no good cards, and Seedborn Muse is a good card.
Yeah. Seaborn Muse is good.
Despite what many cedh players might say, Seedborn Muse is a good Magic the Gathering card.
Yeah.
I'm really excited to see where this goes. I think this is gonna be like a very, very pivotal turn cycle. Maybe even, maybe the end, maybe poking towards the end. Thinking about possibly being near the end.
It depends. I think right now we're looking at who goes first on this bottom half of the screen. I believe you've got time and then Nimrus. Yeah.
I don't. Yeah, but Time can go for
Yeah.
stuff before Nimrus even untaps. Nimrus they're kind of unable to interact because of their life total. I think.
Yeah.
They have how many cards in hand? One. They have one card in hand? No, more? Maybe more than one. It's hard to say, but it's not a ton. It might be 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, Time, maybe Time's just going for it. The correct order of silence. I assume targeted the Raptor's Cage. I would imagine. There goes the Raptor's Cage. Very quickly to the graveyard. Time is looking good. We've got 4. So you also, the counters do matter. Right, creatures enter, it puts a counter. I am not an expert on this deck. I am nowhere near an expert on this deck, but you do need to have counters on things to activate Time. It's not just pay 3, do the thing. And they popped Order of Silence and passed the turn.
Yep.
Surprising.
Yeah.
I wonder what the purpose of that was. Opposition is the graveyard. What happened here?
Let's see. Fish left.
Fish
We're
left.
on
What?
Nagila's turn right here.
Yes.
They
Why is
weren't going to
Opposition
pay
in
for
the graveyard?
this. Let's see. We're thinking. Definitely makes sense that the fish had to leave. You have a Notion Thief and a Bowmasters on board.
Yes.
It's just was not doing it.
I'm,
And like rule of laws, like it wasn't even drawing anything to begin with. But if it did, you weren't drawing it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. The Kinnan is not one line. I'm a little curious about the mid phase pop Killer Grafdigger's pass. I think even the Aura of Silence just being in play is nice because it slows down any artifacts or enchantments, but also the fact that it's stopping Kinnan from activating, and there's instant Mystical Tutor. Waffle is doing something scary. What is it? I don't know. It's top 4 cards. Mystical Tutor. We're getting information, I suppose.
Yeah.
Maybe a misstep there. Maybe just trying to get information. You have to shuffle. It doesn't matter. Maybe just trying to get lucky. You know, maybe just trying to get lucky.
Yeah.
We are gonna shuffle, and I kind of get the feeling there's a Kinnan activation coming.
That makes sense, especially if we're going for information. You want to dig as much as possible.
Yeah. I don't think you're getting enough information if you're shuffling your library, though.
That's true.
Well, shout out to everyone that is still here joining us for this game. This is quite the game.
Yeah.
Man.
So Kinnan activation.
Yeah, here's our Kinnan activation. So there's some huge hits here. Okay. The biggest, I think the biggest you could possibly hit here would be Tidespell Tyrant. Another big hit, another very big hit is a Seedborn Muse. This would be maybe the game, and there's the biggest hit. Tidespell Tyrant. Oh, yep.
Oh,
After the mystical tutor, the shuffle, there's Tidespout Tyrant in play. Uncounterable, and here we are. I mean, there's a rule of law in play, but does it matter?
Yeah,
I
roll of
don't
law
think so. You can
still.
just bounce it.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, you bounce it. Now your artifacts, right? Do we have a loop here? I don't think we have a loop here. We just have we have a Chromox. No, there's not infinite mana. But
No, not necessarily infinite mana,
it
but
doesn't matter. You just cast your spells, bounce the permanents you don't like. Win with
Yeah.
cannon. Let's get Seed Worm in play.
Yeah.
That was. I mean, this game might just be over here. I don't know what he has, but this game might just be
Yeah.
over here.
Yeah, they have to cast, and Aethersworn Canoness is still here, so they have to cast an artifact first to bounce.
Oh, that's true. That's true. You're
Yeah,
right.
yeah. And so if they have some sort of mana rock in hand, they bounce the rule of law, and then bounce again to get rid of the Aethersworn, then you can start kind of seeing the window open. That is not the most likely, but
Yeah, I see
Yeah.
Alana in the chat begging for the release. Send Time to the Shadow Realm. I don't know. I like Time. I think it's a pretty sweet deck. I'm happy with any of these decks. I think they're all sweet.
Yeah.
Obviously, being a Gila fan, I just played in a tournament a few weeks ago. I don't know. Seeing Control. Oh, I'm happy to see that. Okay.
Okay, so
Invasion of
Invasion of
Ikoria.
Ikoria.
We got a Tidespout Tyrant trigger on the stack here. This is also our only spell for turn. And there's an Aven Mind Sensor in play. Now it's possible. Bounce the Aven. Not great. That's not a great play at all. Because it can just be recast. I don't know what we're bouncing here. I don't even know what we're trying to search for in top 4. Right?
Well, Ikoria, if I'm not mistaken, also does graveyard, right?
It does. It does do graveyard.
There you go.
Let me just double check here, but I am pretty sure. Invasion of Ikoria is okay. It's under battle. It's not under enchantment. It is not enchantment, even though I always thought it was. Yeah. Okay. Graveyards. Hey, guess what's in the graveyard? Dockside Extortionist. Here, that's pretty good.
That's pretty good.
Here, Dockside with Tidespout Tyrant and I don't know, anything wins the game. I mean, there's a couple, roll effects, but getting Dockside into play, even just getting Dockside into play, like making a whole ton of mana, finding Seed Worm use, it's pretty good. Yeah, unfortunately, with the way that Aven Mind Sensor works, you can only search the top 4 cards of your graveyard. So yeah, you can't get Dockside. Sorry.
Oh no.
That's a joke. It's a joke. Please
Oh
don't actually listen to
no.
me.
Oh no.
Yeah. Make sure you have your graveyard sorted in the right order. Yeah, I know. I was about to really piss off chat there. Yeah, it's like Finale. It's the same as Finale. You can only search top 4 of graveyard. Ranger Captain of Eos, Knight of Reliquary, Death Rate. Okay, what are we getting back? Is there anything takes out graveyards? Someone booed me. Perfect. Real Corpse Dance. Exactly. It's just like Corpse Dance. It's exactly like Corpse Dance. Yep. All right. We are in the tank here, which is very fair.
Yep.
This is so I mean Ranger Captain is good, but doesn't do anything. Doesn't actually matter here, right? Orcish Bowmasters. Ooh.
Okay.
Okay. So the cool thing about this is now that Time has Orcish Bowmasters, first off, now another player can draw cards. They're killing they're killing the Bowmasters.
Yep. That's definitely the play.
Yeah. So now when Snake draws cards, right? The Bowmasters can pop things, which it could include possibly the cannon.
Cannon.
Or you could, you could destroy
Tyrant.
You could destroy an entire player if you wanted. I mean, really, you could just, there are 2. So
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if Snake draws cards, right? If anyone draws cards, if they really want to do, like, Waffle could activate the Resios, right? Snake draws, right? Or just pops. Yeah, you can work together. You can kill Snake. Pretty fairly easily. So
Mhm.
Snake, unfortunately, being at 2 life is at the whim of the opponents at the moment. Mostly. Yeah, it's very, very important that someone is chosen for defending the battle. It's one of the rules of the game. So yeah, so jot that down. As well as so it says choose an opponent. So it's not target opponent. So you cannot deflecting SWAT the battle siege ability.
Yeah.
Okay, in case anyone was curious about that. Now we know.
Let's see. Still thinking.
I did oh god, what was it? Oh, it was we were playing cedh, and someone targeted me or targeted someone else with what's the creature that, like, you can, like, tap it and you and target opponent draw a card? Lauren of the Third Path, right? They
Yeah.
targeted someone else, and I was like, I want to draw a card, so I deflecting swatted it. I draw a card, and then I lost like 2 turns later, and I was like, how did I lose this? This doesn't make any sense.
Hey, that's not how that was supposed to go at all. What is happening?
Hey, you should have just targeted me. Obviously. I will say my favorite thing ever. Ooh. Okay. So we got another activation, and Young Wolf is the only hit that actually matters. I think the 2 lands.
Mhm.
Yeah, so another funny moment is that someone played an Emrakul, right? The Promised End. And it, like, targets to take control of their turn.
Yeah.
And I was like, you shouldn't target me with that. This isn't a tournament, right? I was like, you shouldn't target me with that because I have a way to interact with it.
Hmm.
I didn't tell them a way to interact with it was demonic consultation to find deflecting SWAT to deflecting SWAT the ability. I didn't tell them that. I just told them I might have a way to interact with it. And they were like, okay, fine, I won't target you, I'll target this other person. And then they passed turn, and I untapped and won. And I was like, cool, thank you. Because I had the Oracle consult. I was like, okay, thank you. I wanted to use this consult. I didn't want to use the consult defensively. Appreciate it.
Appreciate it. I love that.
Yeah. And if you're in the chat right now, I'm sorry. I had to do it. It was a tournament. We were playing for prizes.
I need the money.
I shouldn't be allowed to play with these cards. No one should let me resolve the consult. The prizes weren't. It wasn't even that much. It was like a 16-player cedh tournament. We are definitely in the tank here, I believe. Are they still? They're still choosing a card to hit off of their time ability, I think.
I believe so.
Yeah.
The
Then Chia players AFK. They're like, it's been hours. Okay, they're hitting this thing. Another. If you've been keeping up here, this deck is called No Good Cards, Time. So you're probably not going to recognize like half of these cards, including whatever this thing is that I am currently searching for.
I was about to say I also don't recognize it. So
I think the coolest card in this deck that I've never seen is where did it go? I saw this card and I was like, what is this? I love that. Okay, I love that it plays White Plume Adventurer because that card's sweet. Acacian Money Changer. Never seen this card in my life. Okay, so this is a permanent. So we know that this is definitely a permanent. Is it? It's not Hunting Grounds. Look up Hunting Grounds. It might be that. It looks like it kind of could be that. And that card's actually messed up.
Yeah.
Is it Hunting Grounds? Is there a foil of this card too?
I have no idea.
It's a Judgment card. Okay, there's a foil. It's $46. This card's sick. Okay, if Yeah, did anybody? Okay, someone. Yeah. Someone called it out. I was about to say someone in the chat called this out. Okay, yeah, you all are way ahead of me. I was too busy looking at a Moxfield over here trying to find this. Yeah, Money Changer is one of the best cards in Time. I've never seen this card in my life. And yeah, Drew Tucker, shout out for this crazy art. I don't know what's happening, but I love it. Yeah, Hunting
So-
Grounds. So if this card seems kind of insane, depending if they actually have cards in it. Like they have one card, they have one card in hand. But
So Metamorph
what?
just came back from the Aquaria
Okay.
battle.
Okay, what are we copying?
Let's see here.
Notion Thief, no. Tidespell Tyrant? 2 Tidespell Tyrants? What?
What happened?
Yeah, 2 copies of Tidespout seems good, right? You can combo off with like you can bounce your battle if you have the mana, I guess.
I guess so,
yeah.
yeah.
If you can get, we're looking for a Dockside, but you have Cannon, right, with Treasure 1, 2, 3. Looks like they might have a untapped mana confluence maybe for they got mana. Yeah, 2 Tidespouts seems really messed up.
Yeah. Also, there's
can-
still a Cyclopic Rift out in the open that we know about. So they're probably also.
Does Waffle have Cyclonic Rift? I thought Snake had Cyclonic Rift.
Yeah, Snake has Cyc Rift, so I think they're.
Yeah, but they can't cast it. They're 2
Oh,
life.
right.
Yeah. I mean, they could try to cast it. They would just die tapping the Ancient Tomb, so it would never resolve.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, can we get that the judges or somebody? Can we get that wall more visible? Because it's totally hidden under those mana rocks. I don't think it's intentional, but okay. Appreciate it. Yeah, and it looks like Phyrexian Metamorph is a copy of Orcish Bowmasters. 2 killers Orcish Bowmasters on the ATB, making an Orc army. And once again, we have found that the most broken card of this format is Orcish Bowmasters. I've been saying it for a long time. This card's crazy.
Yeah.
Don't go back and check the footage when I said that card wasn't that good. Like
I was
20
about
minutes
to say,
ago.
I was gonna call you out on it, but
yeah, I've been saying this since the beginning. Yeah, this card's correct. This is the format definer right here. Right? Whichever if it ends up winning the game, you can clip this. Yeah. So
yeah.
another Orcish Bowmasters. Okay, this card has now we can deal with those if we need to. Right?
Mhm.
Oh hey, we can also just kill Snake if we feel like it. Because once again, they're at 2. So basically they're at your whim again. Yeah, I don't know how Snake wins this game. I think they are kind of just existing to let Freedom Waffle or the Time player win. Squirrels.
Let's see. Yep. So I don't know how Snake actually gets out of this.
I don't think they do. So we've got this Thrusters in play. We have access to 4 mana. So you have access to 1 damage currently, right, with Bowmasters, or is it 2? You
It's
have
just the
1
one.
Bowmasters.
Yeah.
So you have access to shoot them for 1. And yeah, someone in chat just mentioned that Waffle has Dargo, which is a 7/5. And so if it comes down to it, not even combos don't even matter. Just you have a 5/5 flyer and a 7/5 Dargo. And Squirrels has, I don't know how big Time is, but a 2/1 and a 2/2 and a 2/2. So
Yeah.
like a bunch of small things, and Time is a 3/3. It's pretty small.
Yeah. So
Dargo just crunches in his big lobster hands or whatever he has.
big meaty claw. Well, I think he's holding a lobster in the picture.
I know. I think they're lobster hands actually.
Are they? Let me see.
Yeah. Go look again. Go look again. But look at this picture that I'm about to send you the Photoshop real quick. Yeah. Waffle can't activate Thresh enough time to kill Snake because Waffle has 4 mana available, and that's not enough to activate Thresh twice.
Yeah.
Yes. You were absolutely right that he can deck out Snake. Does he need to deck out Snake? Snake is out 2 life. Also, does not have infinite mana currently. Right? Because you can bounce and rebounds. You have to have, yeah. There's no infinite here. LED plus what? Is there a mana crypt or anything? Because I'm not seeing any other piece of fast mana that can
Yeah. So
go with LED for infinite mana, right? So treasure.
yeah. Going to combat.
Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna be honest. Austin Koo. You were not here for the last 3 hours, so you do not see how crazy this game has been.
Yeah.
Also,
Dargo.
that's my friend Bailey, so I'm just being toxic. Don't worry about it. Okay. So it looks like we had time activation. Apologies for missing this here, but there's a moon glow extract or moon glove extract. Moon glove extract. Yeah, this card actually, crazily enough, I believe it was the last Mox Masters. This card just was crazy. Maybe it was one of the games, and either the final, semifinal, something like that. This card was insane.
Yeah.
Just killing everything, right? Moon glove extract. Okay, it can just kill a player, right? The Sneak and Sack it, deal 2 damage to target creature or player. Snake's a 2. It's basically, yeah, you can hold this over their head forever, right?
Yeah.
Um, yeah, we're not here to win this game. I don't know. I think, yeah, Waffle really has just done a great job navigating this game.
Yeah. Oh,
And
definitely.
yeah, applying pressure with like, yeah, they got the Tides Bound coming in, the Dargo, just really navigating this game very well. It looks like Snake is maybe scooping their cards up, maybe Waffle. I'm not 100% sure what happened here. But the Moon Glove was it finally activated? Okay.
All
It looks like
right.
the Moon Glove was finally activated. Snake is no longer in the game. We are here relying on, I guess, our rule of law effects to hopefully keep us from dying to the Tides Bound. The Gila player is currently AFK. It looks like there's a cat walking around back there, and the Gila player is returning, and there's another cat. There's 2. Okay.
Oh, that's nice.
So yeah, that's nice. Okay. I believe the Gila player, maybe either they're, we can only assume bathroom break, because man, grindy game, but the Gila player, maybe they can untap and win. Who knows? Probably not, but
Yeah.
maybe they just said
Very
F6 and went to the
grindy.
bathroom probably. Respect it. It is looking more and more difficult for yeah, our time players at 2. Okay. Maybe the player just conceded? I'm not 100% sure. No, they didn't. They're coming back. They're coming back. Okay.
Yeah.
We have okay. So just saying right now is the biggest crypt roll of this game, because if Squirrels loses this, they die. So we're this game might just be over right here. This rule of
Yeah.
laws might just be going away. We'll see. Yeah. Okay. So trigger on the stack. We got stuff, right? We're not just gonna die to our crypt. We're not just gonna die to our crypt.
Yeah. No.
Okay. Tap 3. Yep. I can assume we're removing counters. 1, 2, 3, or 3 counters removed. Activate time. We're gonna mill over. Let's see.
Mhm.
See it. Big mills. Big mills. Port of calling. That's a miss. Necromancy. Ooh. Blue Delta. Necromancy. Dockside.
Mm,
Hello.
mm,
What are we making with Dockside? 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 5, 6, 7. That's a pretty big hit.
yeah.
If you, I don't know what they have. I don't know what they have or how they can win at instant speed. But Dockside with 1 counter on it. The thing is, the time requires counters. That's tough.
Yeah.
Also, don't draw extra cards because there's an Orcish Bowmasters in
There
play
is
in
the
turn
masters.
2.
Yeah. Mm,
Any other concerns here? I guess.
just overall freedom's board.
Oh yeah,
Straight
yeah.
up.
You die if you don't win here. Like I don't
Yeah.
believe you can. I mean, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong because they're also getting cards back, right?
Yeah.
But I think that if Freedom Waffle untaps, they're very likely to win. I know, hot take, hot take. Okay, what are we getting back? Orcish Bowmasters. Okay. Yep, Orc Army. Wait, what? Did they just what happened to Orc
Okay,
Army?
Bowmasters is on the board.
Okay. And yeah, our Nutila player is still AFK. There's Bowmasters. I believe they're targeting that. I would assume.
Yeah, I think they're thinking.
They removed. Okay, we got it. We got it. The creature was a 0/0 because they removed the counter, so it died. That makes sense. Okay, so actually that's pretty sweet. Orc is pretty good for this deck.
Yeah,
Yeah, because it comes in with a counter. The creature comes. Actually, that's insane.
that is
Yeah, 'cause
that's
you-
kind of
yeah.
cracked. Yeah,
It just comes in. And it has 3 counters, right?
yeah.
You just remove 3. That's so good. Gavany Township can put a counter on everything. That's 4. Like, see another activation. Cradle Test for 4, 5, 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, it looks like they may want to have two or 3 full activations, depending on how much mana they have. They can't have their Ancient Tomb. That card doesn't exist. Sadly. It'd be really sweet to see a Mana Crypt to win with the Mana Crypt trigger on the stack, though.
Yeah.
You know, I'm rooting for it. I'm rooting for it.
Absolutely. Yeah. Especially after a game like this.
Yeah.
Whoever can get it, yeah. I'm definitely rooting for them. They've all
looks
played
like-
very well.
Oh yeah, it looks like a activation of a Gavin Township, I think, or maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I think they activated Gavin Township. Not. Yep, they definitely
Yep.
did.
Giving
Okay.
counters.
Yep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep, they got 2 activations. More if yeah, it looks like they're going for 2 activations here because they're not gonna have more mana to do more.
Yeah.
Bill 3. What do we got? Collector Oof.
But oof.
Opposition Agent.
Opposition,
Carrion Feeder. Does Carrion Feeder do things? They need a way to like untap that Cradle. I'll be honest, I'm not super good at the how these lines work, but I think Carrion Feeder feel like a good hit because you sack creatures, put counters. You can maybe, if you have more mana, you can sack it. Bowmasters puts 2 more counters, right? And it gets counters itself, and it makes 2 creatures. I don't know.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Necromancy. Get a Dockside, make a ton of mana. Put more counters, right? More counters on things. Okay, we got it. Yep, Necromancy.
Yep.
We are targeting, I assume dockside, but could be something else. I don't know why they would target. It has to be something
Yeah.
in graveyard. Nagila players, not sure. Nagila players like they're cracking their Misty, maybe? Yeah, I think they're cracking their Misty. Certain, yep.
So they're fetching right now, and the deal is fetching in response to Necromancy targeting the dockside.
Yep.
Gotcha. So dockside ETB.
That, yeah. Yeah, shout out to Snake in the chat. Really great stuff. It was really awesome to see. Like, you piloted the deck very well.
Oh,
It was
100%.
amazing. Yeah, that was really awesome.
Yeah, it was amazing. Yeah. Fully expect to see tens of thousands of YouTube channels posting videos like Nimrus next
Yeah,
to
can
hot
we get-
meta.
We need like we know somebody's like Demarest and GH.
What?
I can't believe it.
It's gonna be funny. Yeah, definitely gotta get.
It is. That's
gonna
yeah.
be
That's
awesome.
literally. It's literally Ian. Sorry, Ian, buddy.
Oh yeah, Ian. Yeah, someone get
yeah.
Ian on this for sure. 100%.
It is. It is. It is. It's not even his fault.
Yeah.
We're all slaves to the algorithm. The algorithm is
Yeah.
like, yeah, you gotta. He's already got the video script. He's writing it. He's typing right now. We're giving him too many ideas. You know, yeah, we're all slaves to the algorithm here. The algorithm is like, hey, we need to see you make a funny
100%.
face. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
it's pain. Trust me, it's pain.
Yeah.
So okay, so we've got the dock side, we've got the treasures,
Yeah.
it's got the counter. Yep.
Move dockside.
So if you get carry on feeder, is there a way to loop dockside with necromancy? Cause like, I don't know, but you see me the counters, you mill
Yeah.
right Bowmasters. Cause Bowmasters gives you 3 counters itself.
Yeah.
And 2 creatures decide to carry on feeder. I don't know, but
Okay.
there's a
No,
land. There's a
something
land.
there.
There's a.
Yeah.
What is that? Is that the vacation money changer? Is that it?
I can't tell.
Yeah. Okay. So
Yeah.
carrion feeder is here.
Yeah. There's something.
We
there for sure.
might be seeing an instant speed win in response to a mana crypt for a time win. This might be the most insane. Yeah. Yeah. Money changer is insane. Like this might be. Is there a way they can stop this? The Master is just dead. Waffle, I don't believe has interaction. It's possible, but I think we would have maybe seen it by now. If this works and this wins the game, like I'm gonna build time tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's like, do you really like crypts? What? I don't let a crypt. I'll just win. Are we? I know we're not fizzling. What's happening? What's happening?
Time activation is happening again. Yeah.
Time activation. We're in necromancy, right?
Yeah, it's definitely gotta be.
Yeah. Make more mana. Get dockside. Put another counter. Right. This has to be a loop.
Gotta
This has to be a loop.
I'm saying that. Yeah.
I'm no time expert, but this feels like a loop. So necromancy, right? Get back dockside.
So
I
think the issue here is that he's going down on encounters as he's, and I guess.
Well, carrion feeder. Yeah. Okay, so dockside, ETB. But what's happening here? Cracking LED? I don't understand. Discarding hand, activating Theresios? Oh, I think he's responding to
Starting
the.
therefore.
I think he's responding
Yeah.
to the activation by making mana and maybe
Yeah.
activating Theresios. Yeah. I don't think the Needle player. I think the Needle player had anything they would have like, you know, I don't know.
Oh yeah, I
They
think
would have maybe paused the game to go AFK instead of just like passing and walking. Well, they're probably walking to the
Yeah.
bathroom or whatever. So it looks like they're responding by cracking their hand. Well, I don't know what happened here.
sacking Bowmasters, get a counter, removing 2 counters, and a
Yeah,
counter
yeah,
off of
yeah,
the
yeah.
dock side. Go off.
This. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out. Well, I'm trying to figure out what happened with Waffle, what the activation or the pitching of hand was.
They
Or
have
why?
3 green open, I believe, right? Because I don't think they
They
poured it
have.
into
Oh,
anything.
they have 2 Thrust activations or Kinnan activation.
Hmm.
It's gotta be Thrasius, right? I don't think Kinnan does. You could hit Displacer Kitten.
Yeah,
doesn't
you already have
matter.
Tide Spout on board, so there's not really a
Yeah.
need to dig for more creatures unless you want Bergie.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm smart. Getting rid of artifacts for Dockside.
Ah, yeah.
Dockside makes how much mana now? 1? The Chrome Mox.
1,
2 was treasure.
2,
They cracked the treasure, and 3 was LED. They cracked the LED.
3.
So maybe it's not a loop. Bloodflow Connoisseur, Jeweled Lotus, Ashnod's Altar. You cannot tell me that Ashnod's Altar doesn't get there somehow, right? Young Wolf. Wait, Young Wolf?
Young Wolf.
They chose Young Wolf. They picked Young Wolf over other cards. Carrion Feeder. Oh, hang
Yeah, carrying
on.
fear,
Hang
sack,
on.
undying. Okay, here we
Counter. Vigilance
go.
counter. It's a counter.
Yeah, counter. There we
This deck is
go.
so sick.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
infinite. Yeah.
Okay, so somebody explain this loop to me. Somebody needs to explain this. So Carrion Feeder, right?
Young Wolf has undying, so every time it's
Right.
sacrificed, it comes back with the counter, and then the vigilance counter from Time, plus the counter you're getting from Carrion Feeder for sacrificing a creature.
Okay,
So
it doesn't
you
give you
will
mana
always
though.
get. No, it does not give you mana, but it does give you infinite Time activations.
Wait, how? But it costs mana to activate Time.
Oh, it does. You're right. Unfortunate.
So it might be
they'd
infinite.
have to.
What, counters, and then you need to make infinite mana.
So in order to get infinite mana, then they'd have to sack the
Dockside to get more
dockside as
activations.
well. Yeah.
Okay, so yeah. So chat's telling me that this is infinite. I'm trying to understand how. I am not.
Yeah, if you sack
Yeah.
dockside to carry a feeder before doing the Young Wolf loop and then get Necromance, maybe. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
very
'cause
convoluted, but yeah.
You can Necromancy, Dockside, and it makes 1 treasure. That does not win the game. Dockside makes 4. How does Dockside make 4? Oh my god, the Gila player is still in play. Dockside, yeah. The Gila player is
Yeah.
still here. They are an existing
Yeah.
person in this game. Yeah, and they have artifacts. There's 4. There's not 1, there's 4.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
Young Wolf.
Don't mind me. So if you have infinite time activations, you can basically mill your whole library over and okay, we have Thrust activation response, reveals the Mox Time into hand. Maybe the worst possible draw. And it looks like another Kinnan activation or another Thrust activation. Here. Yep, we have 8 mana, we have 1 more activation. Mox Time is in hand. And this needs to be what, endurance or something? It's putting it to hand?
I think he's deciding.
Oh, thinking bottom.
It's on the bottom and
Reveal Elvish Mystic. Oh, that could have been worse. Could have been worse.
Yeah.
Or Llanowar Elves, yeah.
Yeah. Alright.
Well, of Roots, Skyclap Apparition, and something. Regrowth? No. I don't know what that is. We may never know.
Can tell.
Is time? I think. Yeah. Yeah. So once you have infinite time activations, right? Once you have infinite mana through this dockside loop with necromancy and young wolf and carrion feeder, you have infinite activations. You can infinitely activate. Okay, so we're getting this card back and it's attaching itself to Aether Canist. You have infinite activations of Time. Oh, whoa! This attaches to a creature. This is an enchantment. This is an enchantment attached to a creature. Okay. I'm gonna tell you all what this card is. And we're gonna have it on the screen. This is Nature's Chosen, and it's 0 mana untap enchanted creature. Tap enchanted creature, untap target artifact, creature, or land. Activate only if the creature is white and untapped only once each turn. So we attained it to Aether Canonist. Now, so I guess you're able to, let's see, you get a couple more activations because you can like sack the creature, right? Nature Chosen goes to grave. You can remove Nature Chosen test to your Time. You can activate it again, and each time you get to tap your Cradle for 5. So this is more activations. And Ashnod's Altar in play.
Yeah, so it seems like the other players are asking Tyam to show the win because they all know that it's infinite here.
Yes, this is insane. Yeah.
Yeah.
So eventually you get to loop Bowmasters, right? Orc's Bowmasters just kill the table. Alternatively, you can loop Moonglove Extract, which you can sacrifice, deal 2 damage. Either way is fine because you can sack Bowmasters, right? Deal damage, sack it, right? Ashnod's Altar. Replay it or reactivate Tyam, get it back into play.
So
Infinite mana, infinite Moonglove should deal 2 damage to each opponent, and I believe the players have scooped it or are about to scoop it.
And that's the Ashnod's Altar.
Game.
Yeah, that's
Mana
Ashnod's
Crypt off the
Altar.
top
He's
for
gonna mill his
Najila.
entire.
We mill the library. The players are scooping it up, and we have a winner.
Tyam.
Amazing. We called it. Okay, we called the fact that it was either gonna be a 2-turn game or it was gonna be a 30-turn game that lasted 3 hours. Okay, I'm pretty sure I said 3 hours, right?
You did.
So
yeah.
we're nearly 13 minutes away. Okay, so we'll talk for 13 more minutes. It'll be 3 hours. I was right. So it's either going to be a really slow game with these bottom half of this table or a really fast game with the top half. And the stacks deck really enabled the control player to slow the table down just long enough for the table to kill the control player, the stack player to win. That game was insane. Congrats to Squirrels, our winner.
Wow,
Mox Masters July, and a Tyam win. Tyam is insane. This is the future. I'm telling you. Is it? It's back to back. Can anyone stop Tyam? Somebody stop Tyam. This is it. All right, the new meta.
Whew. Yeah, right here. This entire pot right here, because you also have Dargo Thrasios that was able to keep up all the way until the very end. Najila was there, even though it wasn't as interactive as before. It still made it there, and Nimrus out of nowhere.
Insane. And big shout out. This is, hey, it's almost 1 a.m. here, right? These players have been at this since 10 this morning. Okay, we're talking 13 hours, full day. If you made it to the finals, they did a long finals. These players are exhausted. Making it to top 4, incredible, right? Huge shout out to Squirrels for the win. But all of these players made it to the finals, and this just, wow, what an awesome day.
100%.
Huge thanks to everyone that joined us today, and everyone that stayed with us for all 3 hours of this game. Oh, what a grind, what a game. Yeah, we really appreciate everybody joining us tonight. And we are gonna get some well-deserved rest. You all have a good night. Thank you for joining us. Shout out to TK for being my co-commentator, and shout out to Alana for running the stream. Both new members to PWP. If you haven't congratulated them on being with the team, they're very appreciated. And everybody, shout out to Alana and TK.
Thank you, Mike, so much. This has been fun. Thank you, Alana.